I say this is not a good idea.
Yeah, I've gotten used to the skin paint, and I still feel iffy about it.
That's why I got you the foundation.
Yes, I'm so excited to use it.
Hopefully it doesn't taste or taste.
I'm not gonna eat it.
I don't know.
Wait, we're not supposed to eat foundation?
No, apparently not.
No, Harry, that's fondant. That's fondant.
I need to go to hospital, you guys. That was my dessert.
But yeah, no, especially if it's like a first cosplay, don't pull me.
That's fair. Yeah.
Also, the first time I did go to a con as Moondrop, my roommate was asleep when I was getting ready. I go to grab like my last thing, and I'm already like all painted and in costume, and I'm like going to grab my last thing, and the stupid bells on my wrist made noise. She kind of like wakes up and sits up, and y'all have all seen my Moondrop cosplay, and the room is still dark, and so that's just staring at her from the corner of the room, like, and I just go, "It's con day."
So if that were me, I'd just going, "Go back to sleep, honey. I'm not here to hurt you."
Right.
The thing is, I didn't want to scare her too bad because I still had to live with her for the rest of the semester.
So we've been live for a couple of minutes.
I'm here for a different reason.
All of a sudden, there's a myth around campus about you and being possessed by a demon.
Oh gosh, yeah, that
Also,
would go
apparently,
well.
I become Beetlejuice in that moment.
That would go well at Anderson.
Yeah, I know.
That
That's why I
kind of
said
rumor.
it. That would be so funny. Ironically enough, I think most of Anderson would have accepted that more than what I almost got referred for. But
Just that it's
we don't talk about that.
Shadow, it's me, the devil.
I'm in your room.
Today I became a sleep paralysis demon.
Hey, folks, begging your pardon.
I'm digging that we've been live
So
for like
good.
3 or 4 minutes now, and y'all are just clowning.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, no, he's right.
So that's
I mean,
the story of my first con as Moondrop.
I said it twice that we were live, and y'all were just going, so I'm like, alright.
We didn't hear a word of it. I think because we were just talking about, like...
Sorry.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to wake up at that moment.
We weren't supposed to go live at that moment in time. What are you doing?
Oh, well, it's fine. We didn't say anything too incriminating, I don't think. I don't know.
No, actually, that was kind of tame for us. So well done, us guys.
Yeah, not the worst. Not the worst.
We just talked about demonic possession and sung a bit from the Beetlejuice musical. So that's fine.
Such a great Dead Mom. Dead Mom's
There's
a
no way
banger.
that could come back to bite us in the form of copyright infringements or anything like that. So
Not at all.
The Beetlejuice musical was fire.
It was
it's
such
so
a
good.
I'm like, I wish I could have seen it live because I watched a bootleg.
Nice.
Honestly, Dead Mom is such a bop and such a vibe. I just wish I could belt it at work and not be judged by middle-aged mothers or
Everybody.
something. Although I should have a decent singing voice as well. That would be even better.
I wish I knew of that song's existence while I worked at Panera, so then I could have belted it while we're closing to tell people to get out. Because we weren't allowed to tell people to leave. The company policy was we weren't allowed to. So
Yeah, we have that as well. And I get it if people are coming in 5 minutes before the end. I get that, but it's like you come in 10 minutes after we leave. Don't be that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that goes for you watching at home. Don't be that person.
Don't be that guy.
Because I will find you.
And now we've found no viewers.
Okay, that's fine.
All right,
I mean,
so
coming from Harry, it's not much of a threat. Mind you, but it'll break a rib on the way.
Yeah. If I'm lucky, it's just the one, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's including
Alright.
my 4 limbs and my brain, so...
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we are so together today.
Yeah.
We
We are
yeah,
completely sane and normal.
we are speaking
We're playing D&D.
competency into existence.
Oh,
Pretending like you can. Holding on to the vain hope.
I've just been adjusting stuff. I don't know why OBS does this to me from time to time, where it's just like, hey, I know you had all of your settings perfect, but guess what? So
Technology is the worst.
yeah, I had to readjust all the cameras and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I've kind of been quiet. So I don't think anyone's really watching. I don't know. We got one person potentially, so I apologize to that person for the delay.
hello, one person.
But we've been
And
just
apologies
kind
to
of
that
killing
one
it.
person for threatening you at the start of the stream.
Well, honestly, if they don't like Beetlejuice the musical, they can get out. So no, I'm kidding. Don't. Honestly, it's funny actually because that's how I actually knew about the Sophia Ann girl, the girl who did School of Good and Evil. She was my favorite Lydia.
She's
Aw.
amazing as Lydia.
Yeah, she really was, and that's got to be a hard role to play as far as musical theater goes. That's got to be one of the hardest roles I've seen, and I gotta say though that Beetlejuice was born to play Beetlejuice. They had such good casting.
What, Alex Brightman?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Brightman born for Beetlejuice.
He's perfect.
I love the fact that Danny Mata has like one-sided beef with Alex Brightman. As no, you've seen his videos.
Yeah, the one that does the reactions.
Yeah, he does the reactions. It's this one-sided fight, and Alex Brightman responded.
I didn't know you
I'll
responded.
show you later.
Please show me later. I did not know you
He's
responded.
like, why do you hate me, Danny?
What did I do to you?
If I does.
But in any case, though, okay, last session.
all right.
Um,
Rabbit
Stop
Squirrel
summoning last
recap.
session.
Trauma.
You said it 3 times in a row. We're gonna summon last session.
Yeah. Oh,
Was there trauma? What happened last session? I didn't do anything mean.
You did everything. Means
I beg your unbelievable fucking pardon.
the point, yeah. When Doku's wife gets involved, we all feel so vindicated.
We do.
You almost made Gale cry.
Yeah.
You must make me cry within 10 minutes of starting session. I almost actually cried, Doku. I wasn't even doing a monologue or a bit. I was actually about to cry.
I genuinely thought Gale was gonna die at the start of that session. I was like, well, this is it. This is how he dies.
Oh, that would go so well with Cedar and Leah and the party. That would not cause any problems.
Oh, man. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think I feel like Cedar would die soon after because of Leah, because there's no more Gale as this buffer between the two of them.
Oh yeah, balancing the strength of
Or
this
Leah
game
would
has been
just
fun.
fuck off.
What?
What?
Oh, I said balancing the strength of you guys is fun because it's like Leah is very mid-max, very powerful, and you guys are just normal. So it's been fun.
Whoa. Don't lump the cleric in with the wizards who take 1d6 normal damage.
Hey, I stay up. She dies.
Yeah, Sophie the third.
All right. So, moral of the story is, y'all are a bunch of heroes, sort of, that ran into a burning city that you just freshly destroyed. Tried to save some people, ended up saving a baby.
Hi, yes. Yeah, so they dropped a baby. They saved a baby.
Which also, fun fact, I don't know
So,
if I mentioned this on stream, but fun fact for you nerds out there, Carla is Elvish script Kenya for light. So, you know.
aw.
It's a genuine thing that I think Tolkien wrote, so there we go, for you nerds out there.
Yeah.
But in any case, so we blew up a city, and then we booked it out of the city, and then Cedar and Gale had morals, so they went back into the city to try to save anyone. Doku said, no.
I'm gonna nearly kill your character and this baby.
So
And two children.
Yeah.
So children.
What the hell, man? You killed the children.
I mean, they technically failed. You guys did technically fail your saves, but like still. So they tried to save a child, dropped the child died. They went to go try to save a family, entire family, but a baby burnt up. And so then they grabbed the baby, got the baby back to the ship, and then Gail's like, I'm gonna take care of this baby because it's the only good thing that happened during the past few days. And so then Gail was sleep deprived. Tone of voice.
That's a perfect Gale impression.
Kidis played with her new stuff that she got. Played with the goggles.
Yeah. Why don't we talk about the goggles?
No, we're not going to talk about the goggles. Your character has not paid attention to the goggles.
Gee, I wonder why. It's not like there's
Yeah.
possibly be anything else going on in this moment.
I know it's
Yeah,
great.
let's just move away from the goggles. Why don't we talk about the goggles?
So she messed with that, messed with some of the other stuff. No one has proceeded to ask her what she grabbed, and so she has not proceeded to tell anyone what she grabbed. She got put on a rainbow beanie and was just like, huh, cool magic child. And then was just like, this fire's pretty. And then anyway, so then Gail and Cedar had a lovely little heart-to-heart and this very sweet moment. And then Kidis walked up and said, what do you want me to do with the bodies, Leah? And and then Leah and Kidis resurrected one of them. Then Kidis chucked the other body over for the manticores to eat. Was a little sad because she
The
could have
goblin
had
bodies, not the children bodies.
the goblin bodies. The goblin bodies that we blew up the town for, which apparently I'm not
We
supposed to
did
say.
not blow up the town. The goblins had a kill switch. We didn't know about the bomb. We did not blow up the town.
Also, definitely goblins. Goblins are tastier than children.
But in any case,
I'm joking. I'm completely joking.
so then Leah was having some sort of back and forth with her.
Goblins taste gamey.
What?
I was gonna say everyone knows goblins taste gamey.
Yeah.
But in any case, though, so then Leah had some conversations with her hammer, and then eventually said, "Hey, yeah, you can just have the goblin in his body now, rather than us having to train the goblin up." And so then the goblin so then the hammer now possessed the dead goblin, and then was like, "Hey, bring your party members over. I have gifts for them, like we promised." And so we each got our gifts and got tattoos with the gifts.
So cool.
Very cool gifts. And if you want to know what they are, go back
It's
and
like
watch it.
my favorite voice you've done. Anyways, please continue.
Yes! The goblin's voice was awesome.
It was hilarious.
Hey, it's me, Grovel Thrash.
Go watch it. It's worth it.
It's so
worth it. So, in any case, though, and then the goblin stole the baby. After 2 failed deck saves, the goblin stole the baby, and then everyone had a mental breakdown. And then Cedar was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to find the baby." And then she just talked to her fake queen, and then her fake queen's like, "Hey, so look, you could either go ace out of this child that doesn't matter, or you can go save the world." And she was like, "But child."
We want the child.
She was like, "Is both an option?"
And the fake queen was like, "You need to learn a lesson." No.
She slapped the living daylights out of Cedar.
It was so funny. So then, Rain disappeared. So Leah did nothing else for the rest of session, and was not there for mental breakdown number 2.
Well, there was also a scene with Leah and Gale as well.
The pep talk.
Oh yeah, the pep. I forgot about the pep talk.
Where Gale went emo for a second.
Hey, do you remember your pep talk?
Yeah, I do.
Do you remember? Because I told you what the pep talk was about, or do you,
actually remember?
I don't know.
But
I think we do.
in any case, though, Gail was just like, "I'm gonna become Tempest," and Leah was like, "No, great energy, but no." And was just
Cool
like,
vibes, man, but no.
We're going to make it so you're going to get stronger. I have a plan to help train you guys up so you guys can protect things and not do that." And then Gail was like, "Okay." And then Leah disappeared. Just somewhere on the ship. And we turned the boat around to end up going somewhere else. And then Cedar had mental breakdown number 2 because she went down into the city, a city that we stopped at, and she was like, stole some books from a library. Just walked in, walked out with the books.
I mean, technically, I borrowed them from the library.
Started reading through, had a whole crisis and like with a bunch of string things and a bulletin board, and then tore apart the entirety of the bulletin board. Kidis and Gail were like, "Guess we gotta go talk to the bird."
And to calm the bird.
Knocked on the door.
Let us speak to the bird.
She had a whole mental breakdown. Kidis learned that Lolth now has a claim to Usider's soul. Has a little freak out. Then checks her soul to make sure. Yes, it is. Gail's like, we'll figure this out together in very Gale manner, not like Tempest, may I add.
May I?
And
You may add.
And so then we're like, well, we just gotta get through this together, and we're going to save our friend. Friendship is magic.
Did you just quote my
Friendship is magic.
Ta-da.
So another fun thing happened over last session. My notepad hit 100,000 characters.
Hey.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Ooh,
that's why it takes me so long to find things now.
you're much lower.
I sort of
on a
use I can use link notes.
Another thing that happened last session is after session, y'all yelled at me about the baby, and so now I started writing a short story about the Child of Light and what happened in her lifetime in concurrent timelines of the party. So
We added to the canon.
In all of them, we fuck up and lose the child.
right. In the where is that? Is that an astral plane? I believe that's is that an outer plane? Oh no, it's a plane of law.
Where's an astral plane? I thought the child's dead in every reality.
No. So she will be in Mount Celestia. That's where her story will take place, I've decided. So it should tie into your guys' worlds pretty fun. But I'll let you guys know that as soon as I didn't get any chance to write it yet, but I have stories for it, so it'll be fun.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you, Doku's wife.
Yeah, she called me out. She was like, "I'm so glad D&D is such a fun game to play where you can just kind of relax and decompress after a hard week." And I'm like, "It is, isn't it?" And she was like, "Did you really just do all that to them?" She's like, "This is the worst thing you've ever done." And I'm like, she's like, "That was stressful just to listen to." And I was like, all right.
Because I think
It was.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say stress-wise, it was either that or the Hag Island.
But the Hag Island was like it. The problem was the Hag Island was just felt like you couldn't it was just gonna go a certain way. That one was just like you had a little bit of hope and it was snatched away from you.
Yeah, but if I say ice cream death in my house, my sister like audibly retches because I told her about Dana's little death scene.
Yeah, but that was just horrifying in
And it's
description.
Kinsey.
It was
Yeah.
horrifying in description. It's like the difference between watching a horror video game and then watching a car wreck that kills a bunch of children. They're both bad. It's just one
Damn.
is sadder.
My session. That's
One's slightly
a
funnier.
tribute, synopsis or synonym with. It's synonym, right? It's the same but different.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
last session,
Yeah.
car full of dead children. That's you just synonymed me, and
I'm gonna say last session. The car for dead children's up here.
Gosh.
anyways,
Moving swiftly on.
moving very
Let's talk about
swiftly
dead
on.
children, and we'll avenge them.
Oh,
My gosh. And that's what last session.
There was a lot of kids dying.
There were a lot of there were lots of kids dying. There were a lot of everything dying.
A whole town full.
Including my innocence.
What?
I said including my innocence. I just cried.
Oh.
But in any case, though, glad we're
So-
streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome everybody to the horror show. But it's cool because you guys kind of hit the apex of the world, right, and how it is, and it kind of all comes to an head today. The changes and everything going on. Whereas I think now really kind of gives you the chance to run your redemption or your hero arcs as you see fit, because you're all woken up in the middle of the night. You all laid your heads down to rest. Cedar kind of having a breakdown, trying to figure out what her role in life was and where she was supposed to go, and everyone trying to console and comfort. You all remain just kind of on the ship when the earth shake that happens becomes so violent and so strong that the ship that you're in, floating off the ground, begins to sway and move as kind of a counterbalance to the energies of the world. And an audible sound is heard around the world of creation. Every person in existence hears it at the same moment. 4 large cracking sounds as the horizon of the ocean erupts with blue flame. You can see 4 large seams heading in 4 different directions, one of which you kind of recognize as where you came from, where judgment was. And out of the center of this, where the ocean had the vortex being sucked into the ocean, arises a giant prismatic castle. Multiple spires surround the castle of different colors, and you feel a connection to your fae that you've never felt before. They feel close. And as you kind of take solace in this, the sound that woke you all up, and you're like, oh wow, I can feel close to my fae, the world begins to completely shift and change and shape as it becomes almost a circle and a spiral. You lose your sense of direction as even the buildings almost where you're at, close to you, noticeably shift a few inches. The temperature changes completely. The axis of the world, it's now sunny, and in what feels like 6 in the morning, the sun peeking over the ocean, and it was just night. It was probably about midnight. And you actually feel and see the ship begins to tilt and slowly tilt and slowly tilt as the ship is almost on its side, and you realize it's not actually the ship that has moved. The ship has stayed in place, but the world itself has completely shifted as you see these 4 pillars of blue flame cracking out, all leading to what looks to be a castle made of prismatic crystal. And Leah, you lock into that because you feel more connected to your fae than anyone else, and you're drawn to it. Because although you've never seen your fae's home, you innately know that her home is now creation.
Okay.
And that's what you guys are woken up to.
Mhm.
Hey, is there something going on with our audio? Sorry. Is the stream audio coming through us as well?
I know with me, I can hear Doku twice, and I can hear myself twice.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah, so coming through Sophie's speakers.
Do you guys hear music?
Yeah,
I've not got any music. I've not got Tavern Bard on, I don't think.
I've got music.
I'm gonna try it real quick.
So hold on. Let me check the stream audio.
Hang on.
Test, 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 test,
Oh,
test.
that's my bad. I had Tavern Bard turned down.
Is this better?
It's mainly when I speak. I think it seems okay now. I can't hear anything else. Oh
Okay.
no, I think I heard myself again just then.
I'm opening mic. Do you
It's
hear
okay. It's not a huge deal. It's just on my end I can hear multiples, and it's kind of weird.
I'm gonna mess something up. I was.
All right. So stream seems fine. Rain, can you talk?
I think.
Leah?
Yo. Can you hear me? Everything good?
Waiting for
I can hear you
stream.
just fine. Yeah.
Because I don't know. I don't think anything's really happening on my end. Like nothing I can
No.
see at least.
Yeah, the sound's fine on my end.
Okay.
The sound seems fine on stream too.
Yeah.
That's just you.
I'll tell you what. Hang on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I did not mean to ruin the moment or anything. I just didn't want us to go on too far with that going on.
What? We don't want to do
Yeah.
another how many minutes and having it deleted because the sound screwed up?
I don't know what could be the problem because stream sounds fine from everybody. I'm hearing you guys just fine and music is coming through. So is this on Gail's end?
It's on my end, but it seems to be coming through Discord. I can see Sophie's little icon lighting up. Although it seems to be okay now. I think that might have fixed it, me just jumping out and jumping back in, because
All right.
it's mainly me and Doku talking that seem to just hear echoes.
Is it still echoing?
Not that I've seen so far. If I do see anything else, I'll let you know.
Yeah, keep me
but
posted.
It seems all right now, because earlier on it was just picking up everything.
Gotcha. And then
sorry
Cedar
about that,
Kidda,
guys.
so you guys good?
Yeah. So sorry.
No, good.
Sorry.
That's my fault. No, I completely apologise for that. That's technology being a little shit with me.
So you guys are actually, interestingly enough, it's just kind of segueing back and switching back into story mode. You guys are actually laying up against the wall of the ship, unless you chose to take flight, because the ship is sitting now at kind of a 90-degree angle, and gravity has kind of taken place where the ship is still afloat, but it's just completely at a list sideways. So
Well, then-
as you guys are like catching yourself, it's kind of hard because you're like pushing up against the wall now.
So then
Cedar
Lee
kind of
is definitely gonna go. Go ahead.
Oh, Cedar's definitely gonna just instinctually just kind of pop into the air, just to kind of keep balance.
And then Leah would head to the helm and try and course correct the ship.
Gotcha. So you kind of
In doing so, pointing it towards the tower or the castle.
Yeah. So you kind of take the helm and I'd say you do just that. You had to kind of crawl your way out of your room and through a door that's now a couple of feet. So you got to pull yourself up and just kind of scramble through the ship a little bit. But you're able to kind of course correct, and in doing so, the ship kind of lifts off the ground even higher, so you can kind of get an idea of the horizon. And again, the ocean is just kind of seeming to be on fire and blue, and as you kind of crest the sky up a little bit higher, you can actually see the lines of blue flame heading out in 4 different directions, and you can almost make out the castle, but it's a very familiar prismatic light that only you can see.
And I'm sorry, where was this light coming from?
So in the center of the map, there's always been an ocean vortex. You guys have flown over it a few times now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's basically dead center of seemingly the ocean and now the world, from what you can tell just by eyesight.
Okay. Then I will, and this is coming from the castle, just so we're on the same page.
The
or-
prismatic light that only you can see is coming from the castle, and then all four cracks of flame that is going through the ocean seem to also be centered at the castle.
Mhm. All right. Then yeah, Leah's gonna start heading straight for the prismatic light.
Perfect. So you kind of take flight, and you guys weren't too far off where you guys were at, where you landed. It's only going to be about a day's travel to kind of get there by air. And so you kind of head straight there. And as you do, again, everything kind of comes more and more into light. And you kind of get the idea that you don't really know where you are, because you've kind of flown the ship around multiple times now, and you're very familiar with the layout. You kind of have a general idea of where the Blessed Isle was, but the land indicators are no longer there.
Mhm.
The Blessed Isle doesn't seem to be where it was, from what you can tell. Gravity even seems to be different. The direction also seems very different as well. Where you thought was north is not actually north anymore. So you just, navigation-wise, you just seem... It's very hard for you to get your bearings. It'd be like the first time you ever took flight.
Mhm.
And nothing just looks familiar. That's all.
Okay.
So are you guys doing anything with your day? Or,
Once those
People
boat
reacting to
straightens out,
this.
Yeah, guys, what the heck is going on? What? Leah, did you see swinging my tea again last night?
No, that was a while ago.
What?
What?
Leah.
I'm kidding. No, I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
But seriously, what? I wake up and is the sky splitting apart? What is this?
No, it looks like the Earth is shifting.
so pretty.
The Earth is shifting.
Yes.
Nope, the ocean's on fire. So that's another thing.
This is a terrifying conversation.
Yeah.
Like
Fish
quick,
fire fish.
you've been there. Point to the Blessed Isles.
Where the frick is my homeland?
Exactly.
Cedar's trying to like look around, like kind of, you know how birds tend to sort of have like a directional, like they kind of can know. She's just looking around, like
But-
spinning. Where the frick is my home?
it's gone. Like your magnetic pool, like your navigation that you've used for long flight, is completely disoriented.
I feel kind of nauseous. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down.
Candace is just
You
sitting there
okay?
holding Timo, and she's just like, you know, I think this is a sign that the nomadic way of life is going to be a lot more prevalent.
That what now?
I'm just saying. Besides, you guys, we knew this was going to happen. What did you think everything meant by convergence and world changing?
I mean, yeah, but
I thought it was going to happen in like a year's time when we'd had enough time to get stronger and, grown as people. And, maybe
No.
gone through about 2 or 3 costume changes and the studio was cancelling us.
See,
what are you talking about?
that's why I just
It just had those
But it feels like the into a CW show, okay?
But the thing is, though, I did check out the where Judgment was, and it was not staying in that area anymore. So it makes sense that it would happen now.
So all this conversion stuff is happening because Judgment moved. Oh, that's fun.
So it's a better idea for Judgment to be with that giant beholder than it is for Judgment to be out and about. Okay. Not exactly what I expected to be the better of the two outcomes, but yeesh.
Can I get a group perception check? Since you guys are all kind of looking around.
Group
that's not
perception.
good.
Okay.
18.
8.
12.
Also 8. The wizards don't notice anything.
Yeah, you guys are kind of talking amongst yourselves. What you guys notice, anyone 10 down, what you guys notice is that the ocean is full of dark shadows that seem to be moving. Large creatures that you can only ascertain would be 40-foot squids, Loch Ness monsters that are kind of like peeking their head out, that is just a small head and long neck, and then as they dive, a giant humpback whale body kind of crests the water. Krakens, giant kraken octopuses, are literally coming up with just their tendrils that all have giant mouths on them that seem to be like sucking birds out of the air as they fly by to feed on them. And just madness seems to be happening in the ocean below,
Fire.
as there is almost a natural power struggle happening in the world below you, as the ocean is just full of creatures that you've not seen in the ocean before, especially in this number. And the only one that really seems to have a heading is Leah, who saw this prismatic light. Not that you guys saw it, but and is going, just kind of making a beeline for it, just straight to it. And as you guys kind of see, Leah off in the distance at the end, you can kind of make out like the world seems to be almost a little bit smaller. That's what you're able to kind of piece together so far, is that creation itself seems to be smaller than what it was, because at this height you usually would only be able to see a certain level of horizon, and either that the world has gotten smaller or what you're seeing is huge. And you can actually see the cracks with the fire coming up from them as you fly over. And it's a familiar blue flame, and you can kind of feel the magic of the area being drained. But the water from the ocean almost seems to be kind of flowing into these cracks endlessly, as these flames are just protruding out for like hundreds of feet tall as you fly over it. And at the end, almost like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, you see 4 pillars of just shadow and cloud, Leah. One of which we can kind of assume where judgment was. But the other 4, and you're actually semi-familiar with at least 2 of them, because you've been there before, and it seems to be areas of where connection points were. Right, the connection points of your hometown was to kind of connect the Feywild to creation. Other points would connect Shadowfell to creation. But you are familiar with at least the point of like, hey, that you kind of get the feeling at the end where judgment was, that was what was left of your home, and it's in a completely different area, and that's just kind of what you're seeing.
Okay.
So, do we know where we're going? Because as pretty as these firefish are, I don't know where we are.
Yeah, Leah, where are we heading?
We're heading towards the shiny light. Do you not see the shiny light?
No.
Do we see
Leah,
any light?
what do your cow person eyes see?
Leah,
see
no,
the-
don't walk into the light.
Oh, trust me, if it was for you, I'd say. I want to torture you for the rest of our lives.
Haha,
Please
very
don't.
funny.
Please don't.
No, I'm kidding. But no, I see. I feel this pull towards my Fey Queen, and it's coming from that light.
Over the distance, she's calling to you?
I think.
Huh.
Now we have a direction.
Right?
Well, I
That
mean,
is much-
out of everything that's going on, that's probably the most logical thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, we're going that way?
I guess so.
Sweet.
Let's go. Let's go towards the light.
Yay.
And
Yay.
Leah will head off in that direction. And then as we're heading off in that direction, DM, I know I didn't discuss this with you, but it is for story purposes that you will understand because I thought of it like 5 minutes ago. Leah just goes, "Hey, throw a pillow, throw a pillow, come here."
Oh no.
Yes. Cedar kind of like walks up very tentatively. Please don't hit me. I am nauseous right now and I will throw up.
Don't
No,
fight.
no, no. You know when I disappeared last night? No, for hours.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
definitely wasn't freaking out in my room.
No, it's not like you at all.
No.
No. I took
You
this,
know I
and she hands Cedar the book with
Oh,
the living book. I spent a few hours in there figuring stuff out.
oh. Wait, like her book?
Yeah, the one that's sentient.
When did you get this from my where? When did you get this?
I took it.
Well, yeah, no dip. Oh, okay. What did you figure out though?
How to kick people's shit in more efficient.
Okay. Next time, can you just let me know that you have it?
It was like 6 hours, but sure.
Thank you. Okay then. Cedar just kind of walks off, shaking her head a little bit.
Once the others are gone and not in
Okay.
Leah's general vicinity, which I'm hoping would be
Yes, it would be at some point. Although I hesitate
turning
to
on a
say
shift
that.
in the day. Candace kind of like just walks up to Leah and she looks like weirdly nervous for her. Like she's like kind of like looking around like a little bit paranoid. And she kind of walks up to Leah and she's like, Leah.
Hello, child of the other one.
She like checked once last time to make sure that Gail and Cedar are around. And she kind of like hops around and she's just like, okay. You know when we blew up the town on accident and we took stuff on purpose?
Yeah.
There might be a way to get the kid back for Gail.
Okay.
And she kind of like pulls the ring out of her bag. I found one.
Okay, I could do a lot of things. But we need to think of which thing.
No, that's why I haven't done anything yet. I don't know what I want. Which for the first time in my life, I don't know what I want.
I mean, the idea of getting the kid back is not a terrible idea. Then that would directly create an enemy for us. It's crazy powerful considering we already fought him once.
Yeah.
And now we've put him in the body of a crazy goblin.
Yeah.
But also we don't know what repercussions there could be from transporting the kid across what is probably plains.
Yeah, I don't know on how powerful this thing is. By the way, there's like 30 souls in here.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's gonna happen to them when we do, but they want out.
I mean, realistically, they'd be freed when we use it, right?
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. But I could see the them in there when I use the, and she points and kind of taps on the goggles.
Mm.
So yes, I didn't want to tell Gail or Cedar because they might try to wish for the town back.
That's
I
a
don't wanna
terrible
wish for
idea.
the town back. Agreed.
How dare you?
Well, and then Lee, because I was gonna have her do this anyways. Lee, yeah, let's wish for the town back. Hey, I wish I had the town back. And she's like, hey, I had the town and she's not that word around the ring.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. What'd you say?
Exactly. She's not. She's like bringing up all these hypotheticals, but she's specifically not saying the word wish because she doesn't want to use the word wish around the ring.
Smart.
So she's like, "Oh yeah, hi, I'm Gail. I blank. I want the town back. Well, the town's back, but now the fire's still there. Now the town's back. People are burning alive."
Kiddos, do you have the goggles on?
Huh?
Do
I
you-
have them on her head.
Oh, okay.
She doesn't have them. She's not actively using them. But they're on her forehead.
Okay, perfect. Never mind. Just making sure. I didn't know if you were like actively looking through them. That's all.
No, she just pulls them down when she sees something interesting. But she already observed this thing, so.
But she's just like going through basically hypotheticals of like she's like, "Hey, I know how Gale works. I know what he'd want to do. Here's everything wrong with all of his ideas."
And
Savage.
Leah, that's why I went to you. I'm not
Fucking out. Fucking out. I've been caught out on stream.
Leah, I'm impulsive. I'm not stupid. So.
But I am.
No. He's gotta be stupid for the himbo energy.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Sophie.
But in any case, so Kiddo just like sits there and she's like, I'm like, I want to release the souls as soon as possible though, but I don't know what to do with it.
Nothing yet. I have some plans, but first we need to figure out where everything is.
Okay. She kind of like sticks it back into her bag. And she's just like, just don't tell the others.
And waste a spell that powerful?
Yeah. They can be such goody two shoes. And she like kind of walks off.
Well, maybe Cedar. Gale, on the other hand. Mr. I once stole a library book.
Ooh.
Oh.
No, see, I could. When you said that, my first thought was, Gale, I'm not Mr. Goody Two Shoes. I don't wear shoes.
he does wear shoes though. His character has got boots.
Well, yeah, but that's why it would be even more Gales. They're not shoes, they're boots.
They're not shoes. They're Uggs.
Gosh.
Oh.
No. Don't tell me Uggs are canon. They don't exist in this world.
Oh, have I just ruined Gale for you?
It's like full armor clad, moth wings, looking really cool. Uggs.
My gosh.
He likes to be snug in the winter.
Yeah, the boots with the fur. The
The
whole
whole
world
crowd
looking.
at him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Doku 15 for her bag of mundane items.
Ah, that's a low roll.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's normal for me.
Yeah, but she had a D1000.
Yeah, that's still normal for me.
So it's a blob of gray goo, slippy, but safe to touch, and it's kept in a ceramic pot. So it's a ceramic pot full of just a blob of gray glue. It doesn't actually separate. Think of it as like
Play-Doh.
a gray flubber. Oh my god. Do you know the movie Flubber?
Yes,
Yeah.
who doesn't know Flubber?
I mean, you guys are children. I'm sorry.
Fuck off with Flubber. That is the best goddamn movie ever.
Whoa! Don't group me in with the kids, all right?
Last time I said something that came out in 2002, Kiddas told me I wasn't alive. So
Yeah, I was like 4 at the time. I was alive. I remember seeing the adverts for it on video.
But by the way, Is it like alive like Flubber?
No, it's not alive like Flubber. It's not sentient, but just kind of it's
I'm sorry.
it's seemingly indestructible.
Oh no.
Indestructible goo.
He
Does
just gave you
Kidis-
fun to keep you entertained.
Oh yeah,
Does
that's what
Kidis
just
turn into Robin Williams?
But yeah, she's going to spend most of the rest of the afternoon just playing with it and her pets.
Oh no, Kidis is one of those kids who's obsessed with slime now.
This would fit in with Gen Alpha. Let's go this straight. She would fit in. Oh god.
What?
I'm about to ruin Kiddos for you. She starts watching you do this.
What the fuck is a Gen Alpha?
Oh boy.
Wait, is he serious?
I think he is.
Of course, I
The kids that you don't want to deal with when you're at work.
Yeah, they're the next generation.
doesn't narrow it down.
So Generation Alpha is the first generation to experience remote classrooms, streaming services, and portable digital devices from early childhood. Generation Alpha term is used to describe the generation of people born or who will be born between 2010 and 2025.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Why do they have such a cool name and yet we get like Gen Z?
It's because they're the first generation that's full digital.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's cooler than Gen Z. I'm jealous. I have Gen envy. Genvy, if you will.
I think I'm a millennial. I don't remember.
I think I'm Gen Z, but I don't want to go into that conversation.
If you were
That's
born
too
after 96, you're Gen Z.
Yeah, 98, so Gen Z.
Okay.
But yeah, so I guess Kidis is an iPad kid now.
It'd be the one thing to keep her from destroying the house.
Yeah.
Where were we?
Anyway.
Okay, I think it's fun, and I really want to do it. Leah is going to like walk into Kidis's room while she's playing with the flubber stuff, and just kind of like for a second go, neat toy.
She kind of like pulls it closer to her because like she's just like, is this gonna be another Tempest moment just with a party member?
I do have a thought.
Don't make me regret sharing information with you.
Why would I do such a thing?
Don't know. That's what's scaring me.
Do you trust me?
Are you going to hurt one of my pets or destroy my stuff?
No.
Okay, then yeah.
Okay. Pot, please.
What?
Pot, please. 1 minute.
I think the pot of flubber.
Oh. Okay. Oh, she...
And she Leah goes, let's see, I think I did. Leah goes and takes out like a paintbrush with ink and face on the pot.
Aww.
I got a face on the pot. It will be named Flubber.
It's
Love
a
that.
pothead.
Oh my gosh.
This was a mistake. I just thought about it, and I was like, if I was Kidis, I would find a way to make this thing sentient, and then actually have a pet flubber.
Yes. I'm so glad we're on the same page.
Yep,
You did this to yourself, Doku.
It's fine.
So we know what Kidis' arc is going to be.
Right, just Flubber. The movie Flubber.
And Leah just
Kidis let there be
hands the pot
flubber.
back. Leah just hands the pot back and goes, because I've come to know you pretty well, in the event that you make this thing sentient, I recommend Jefferson. Good name.
Jefferson?
Jefferson.
Okay. Okay. You're going to be so smart, Jefferson.
So as the ship continues to fly, you all feel at the same moment a powerful lurch as the ship comes to a grinding halt mid-sky and just begins to just slowly travel like it's almost punching through a barrier or just an energy, and you all kind of have to like catch your balance, and the entire ship begins to lurch and crack with a powerful moan as it just begins to kind of push up against something. And as if you guys were to go kind of topside and see, you notice that you're surprisingly close to the castle, and it's actually kind of come into view, being only a few miles away.
Mm-hmm.
What did we hit?
Yeah.
Kid just kind of goes over and like peeks over. Like, what did we hit?
As you
Is it
kind of
child?
peek over, roll a Constitution save.
Aww. 13.
You will take. Let me see here. Just 2 damage. It's a low roll for a D10. But you kind of catch yourself immediately, and your equilibrium is off. It actually felt like your blood, for just a split moment, began to actually boil. And you actually feel warm all over your body. And you ask yourself what you hit, but the only thing that comes to mind is nothing.
They don't like it when things don't let me look at them.
Oh no. Oh.
Do I see this?
You see her kind of lean her head over and then like rear back really quick and kind of lose balance and kind of look pale and nauseous.
Kid, you good?
It wouldn't let me look at it. It made my blood literally start heating. Why?
Let's maybe get away from the edge then, if that's making your blood
Yeah.
heat.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Yes. No.
She starts like slowly, like no.
Leah just like pulls Kidus back and goes, together.
No. No, guys.
This one.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Yo, please no. Please don't join them in their idiocy.
Hold on.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know how to read this situation.
They're gonna look over the edge. No,
Hold on,
guys.
Hold on. She takes her
No.
the string, like the unbreakable string, and kind of like ties it to a part of the ship and ties it around herself.
No, Kiddis.
If it made you feel
No.
sick to look at it, don't look at it.
I want to know what it is.
No.
You know, the
We are in a
goggles-
sea of monsters. It could be a monster.
Do you think the goggles would help?
No, I think not looking would help.
Guys,
What do you think?
I have read Buccaneers of the Ocean. I know what sort of stuff happens. I'm pretty sure in one of those books there was not a kraken, but something similar to be legally distinct.
Does Kiddis feel like the goggles would help? Because no one else is helping.
Kiddis,
Oh.
please do not.
Leah's technically helping.
Leah is helping, but do I think the goggles would help?
Ooh, that's not what I want. Why did that just happen?
I don't like that.
I will
You know
fix
what?
that.
I'll
Hang
let
on.
you later.
Let's not do that for the moment. Something
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Quick, who has a
There
jar
we
of
go.
dirt?
There we go. Okay.
I have a jar of sand. I have a jar of sand.
You feel compelled to
There's
look
a
through
jar
the
of
goggles
sand.
just innately, because I mean everything that you've run into so far, to get information, you've kind of innately used them. But the choice is yours. You feel like you want to look.
Have I felt bad from looking through the goggles as of yet?
They're gonna give you Alzheimer's.
No, you haven't felt bad at all.
Oh my goodness, Sophie.
This is
Um,
an ongoing discussion me and Charisse have about these goggles.
Driving
I was
me insane.
expecting Alzheimer's to come out of you.
So you kind of flip through the goggles for a moment. Roll a d20 for me. And you kind of flip through the goggles.
3.
You got
for the D20.
3? Perfect, thank you. And for the most part, all you see is black static. So the ship is kind of pushing up against nothing, but you kind of see nothing but black static. But as you continue to flip through them, one of them shows you a beautiful prismatic rainbow cloud of light coming from the center of the static, and it is like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, and then you blink and it's not there anymore. The filter didn't change, it just vanished the moment you saw it.
Ha! And she pulls back.
Leah's gonna look over and see what happens.
Now, did you go over edge while you did that, or were you just doing the goggles looking?
She didn't go over it, and she just kind of like, she leaned over like she did before, but this time anchored down.
Okay.
So that she doesn't topple over, and with the goggles.
But you did lean over, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you were looking and you were kind of captivated. Go ahead and roll another Constitution save, because you did go over deck. That's why I was kind of confirming.
Trying to get my buff.
You get I get your buff?
The +5.
Sweet. 15.
Okay. D6. So you take 3 damage.
Okay.
But you kind of pull back, and you just feel cold and nauseous, and your equilibrium's a little off, and you just feel weird. But you can't explain why, because you've never experienced anything like this.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to look overboard again.
I saw a pretty light, though. It was worth it. Oh my gosh.
Don't. No, okay.
Which direction did I see the light coming from?
The castle. So the castle to you looks just like a crystal castle with different colors, but when you saw it for a moment, it had this immense aura of just prismatic colors.
To the light. I want to
He
see the
gets
light
it.
again.
Oh my goodness.
So the only problem with the light, it's at the center, and it's in the direction you're going, right? So it seems to be emanating from the castle at the center of the water on its own little island, and this barrier of whatever it is seems to be around it.
It's the weird static thing that I saw before through the goggles. The not nice stuff towards magic.
Oh, that's great. That's just great. But we're still moving, right?
Slowly, like an inch a minute.
Leah's gonna look over the sides and just try and figure out impeding us.
Okay. So, roll a perception and a con save.
Okay.
Or investigation, whichever's higher for you, because you're actually
Before
taking
you do,
a
Chris
to look.
does tie the unbreakable string around you.
Okay.
And how far do you lean over?
Probably 40%. Like
Okay.
a good deal on my chest, but not totally.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you're just trying to if you were leaning over the railing, you'd try to kind of see the front of the boat to see what you were hung up on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so I got a natural 20 for a 23 on perception, and a 22 on my Constitution save.
Cool. But you're pretty far leaned over. Oh shit, that was good damage. 10 damage.
Okay.
And you, interestingly enough, with a 22, you see nothing. Which is interesting because it's nothing. You don't see air particles. You don't see debris. You don't.
There's literally nothing.
There's literally pure nothing. And you've never experienced that before because you're like, I should see something, right? I should be able to see sunbeams, deviations of light. It's just nothing. and so that was 10 damage you took.
Yep.
Because it was a pretty good lean. But you, even with that con save, that probably just did a good idea on you. But you feel like all of your insides in that moment got pushed to the very brink of your skin. So from the center, it feels like all of your organs, your chest, your lungs collapsed. You weren't able to breathe for a moment as everything just got pushed to what seems to be the confines of your flesh sack body, for lack of a better term.
Sack body.
Your flesh, as your inside seems to have gotten pulled outside, and you experience the same phenomena as well, as your blood seemed to heat up and almost feel like air pockets in your body were just forming, as cold crystals formed on your skin.
Mhm. And so Leah just stumbles back and then hits the ground hard after all of this. And
Oh.
and after like 10 seconds of her just laying there doing fucking nothing, you just see, I figured it out.
Yay.
Whoa, Leah, you okay?
Are you
No,
right?
but I figured it out.
Kiddus does start untying you from her string.
What was it?
Nothing.
No, it's okay. You can tell us.
But
We'll deal with it.
The
It's the
essence of
nothing.
everything.
It's the...
Oh.
Remember when my
That's
fake friend made me stand on
terrifying.
nothing and then made me collapse when we first met?
Oh my gosh, I remember that. Don't jump on this nothing.
Oh, no, I feel sick when I look at it.
Well, it didn't stop you from looking a second time, so why would I think it would stop you from jumping on it?
I mean, in her defense, we look at you all the time.
Leah.
That's kind of uncalled for, Leah.
Okay.
Come on now.
At least we thought it was funny.
Besides, we need to figure out what's stopping the ship.
Yes, but we
The
definitely
fact
shouldn't.
there's no air.
Okay. Wait, Kiddus.
Huh?
You can summon those elemental things, right?
Yeah.
Didn't you move the ship with them one time?
Yeah.
Maybe that would help.
Leah, I need your permission before I potentially destroy the ship again.
Go for it.
I mean, I'm not saying bring the one that you brought to the hotel room, but
Goodness, no. I figured out about the size of a sheet of paper gets the job done.
oh, okay. That's good.
So she kind of spends about 10 minutes drawing it from memory. And then she's just like, guess what? This is a cool home that you could possibly stay in because it's weird magic crap. So come on and you can stay here if you help us out.
Who are you shouting at?
The thing I'm summoning. It's a person.
You know what?
It has feelings.
Your summons.
You know what? Why don't you roll a persuasion and then an arcana?
Persuasion.
What, Gale?
I think for Kiddus.
For Kiddus.
Oh,
The one doing the ritual right now.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, if Gail wants to do something, that's fine, because she's technically taking 10 minutes to do this. So if anyone wants to do anything within their 10... No, you're fine?
I'm good.
You're not going to go over the edge?
That was a
No,
5
of course
for
not.
persuasion and a 24 for arcana.
So your ritual's successful, that's for sure.
Leah's just gonna get bored during these 10 minutes, and when she notices Kiddus just yelling at nothing, she goes, fuck it. Help us out, don't be a prick.
Wow, you're
Now insulting it?
Insult.
Wow.
Insulting it, that helps.
This is not a good idea, guys.
not yelling at it, you're actually summoning it.
So you're assisting the
I was
persuasion.
more trying to make my own, but yes.
Alright. Do you wanna? I don't know what I want to add. So you antagonized it. All right, let's see what happens with antagonizing.
That's intimidating.
Not
That's a
bad.
bad idea.
Gail, I feel like we should step away a little bit.
Yeah,
She's
let's
going,
set
like,
to the other side of the ship.
She just
Tie
keeps
yourself
going like,
down.
come on, be a bro. Be a fucking bro, help us out.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. I need you to describe. So, where are you drawing the circle? Are you drawing it on a paper and then doing it? Are you drawing?
It on paper, and then she's kind of just holding it above her head at the back of the ship.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't actually anticipate this going this way. This is great. Okay.
No one expects us to do shit like this.
Yeah.
So,
Blizzard.
this will be interesting then.
You said there was no air.
Yeah,
I find way for air.
you're not wrong. So this is gonna. I need Kittis to roll in athletics for me.
Oh,
Freaking well.
oh dear.
My negative
Perfect.
1 to athletics.
Yep.
Oh no.
That's a 2.
Yay!
I should have maybe tied myself down. You think?
Oh look, the actions of your consequences. They're coming towards
This
you.
really is close enough
Other
by
way
to make
around,
me-
buddy.
How much life do you have?
I have 53 left.
Oh, 50. Okay, you'll probably be okay then. So a large torrent begins to form around Kittis's hands. She's holding this piece of paper, and the ritual that's written onto the paper, the sigil, the circle, whatever you want to call it, begins to go and turn this really vibrant color of blue-white, like a sky blue, as it then eats the entire paper like a black hole vortex. As the air that you were just all breathing, except for Gale, essentially all gets sucked into the center, and she's holding on to this paper for just dear life, hoping this ritual becomes like and actually happens. And as you're holding it, cuts begin to form as air pressure around your hands begins to literally start to sever small cuts into various parts of your arms. And these are not easy cuts, they're dark, deep cuts that is actually taking kind of chunks out of your hand, but you're like, this is my way through this, so you kind of hold steadfast as you take 36 slashing damage as these lacerations cut your arms from sheer air pressure. But as you do, as it begins to kind of suck all the air behind you, the ship begins to move forward as a pocket of torrential air and cloud and storm shoots out of the ritual in front and kind of creates this vortex gate. As the ship begins to move forward, cracking, sliding, slashing splinters kind of hit the outside of the ship as it touches the barrier. The stones all kind of retreat inward into the hull of the ship to try to protect it, as scratches and splinters kind of meet from bow to stern as the ship goes through this vortex. You guys are able to breathe. Your arms and kind of bleeding, the blood splashes down to the deck as it forms just this air sigil of the ritual around you, burning into the deck, and you float through the barrier. And as you get through, it disperses behind you and almost closes, as you see this symbol of just a tornado-shaped kind of humanoid, kind of in a flash, begins to add something to the nothing that was just behind you, and a flash of lightning is absorbed through the entire barrier as you are inside, floating a normal speed towards the castle.
Oh my gosh, that worked. Kittis, your hands! Oh my gosh. And Sia's gonna go forward and start like, oh, and start just like examining her hands and kind of like, stabbing
you
him.
summon them.
Oh gosh, does that hurt? That looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
You okay?
Does
Why
that
are you
hurt?
smiling while you say
It
that?
worked. And I gave it a space. Like you know how gods, like they'll take spaces and out of domains for like, I put it in the nothing.
You know what? That's very clever.
Yeah.
It just flops
Here,
over.
no, come here. Come here. I'm holding her.
Don't touch it.
No, here, just. Hey, Gail, do you think you can fix that?
Yeah.
No,
I'm already
There's
on it.
no fixing that.
Oh no.
Oh, the wounds! No, the wounds are fine. You can heal those.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I meant the
I would
wounds.
like to heal her wounds. Let me get my spells up.
By the way, how many spell slots did I eat up doing that?
Oh, no.
How many do you have?
I have 4 first level, 3 second, 3
Did we
third,
get a-
and 2 fourth.
we got arrested.
Yeah.
Then I was gonna try to memorize that, but I'm laughing to myself. 4 first level.
4, 3, 3.
So 4 first level, 3 second level, 2 third level.
Nope.
Basically all of them
Oh, I ate up all of them. Okay.
for the time being. Yeah.
I used up all my spell slots in one shot.
How many hit points did you lose? 36, did you say?
Yeah, I lost 36. I'm at 17.
Okay. I'm gonna pop a 3rd level cure wounds on Kiddis. Which is not bad. 12, 16 plus 9. That's 25 points of healing.
Sweet. One thing though, all my magic's gone.
Oh, dang.
Oh.
Magic?
Well, yeah, that's what it
Oh,
does.
mercy.
You're summon, especially
Well,
when you want to
yeah.
summon something that strong.
I mean, I guess. My
I'm just
goodness.
lucky that I used up my magic, not my health. Like last time. Well, not last
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I didn't know that was. Poof. Glad you're okay. Good
Ah.
thinking though with the domain stuff.
Yeah, that's what I promised that it could have a spot in the nothing.
That was smart.
So
then
as
it wouldn't kill me.
so Gail, roll a perception for me, Gail.
Perception. That's fucking cocked. So my dyspraxia decided to not aim for the dice tray, but at the laptop.
Oh no.
What'd you get?
So that's a natural 1.
Hmm,
Plus 4 makes 5.
Nope.
But you
Okay.
don't care about the 5, do you?
No, not really.
I
So
knew it.
you man, a natural 1. There's nothing detrimental that would really happen in this perception check. So, I could toy with you though. So that's what we'll do. So you,
I'm so focused on healing Kiddish that I'm not even focusing on anything else.
yeah, you don't notice anything kind of in the wounds or anything kind of unique. But you, as you're kind of healing the wounds, in your mind, you're just kind of looking for things. And you think you actually see, like, wind-style runes from the spell, kind of inscribed into the cuts of her arm. And you try to read it. And it spells out... what it seems to have spelled out was a name.
I'm guessing with a
And-
1, I wouldn't have been able to read the name.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the name is really quick, because I had it set, but I don't remember if the name was in your backstory.
Let's say yes. Yeah, for shits and giggles purposes, let's say yes.
So... you see what looks to spell the name Sonus. And it's just weird to you because that is the name when you were growing up that your mom always told you that your father's name was. And
She wouldn't have done because she sent me to the monastery before he can remember anything.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I couldn't remember how old you
I don't
were.
want to step on your...
No, it's fine. I couldn't.
He was like 6 months old when he got dropped off at the monastery.
Yeah.
He was tiny.
Yeah. That's why I couldn't remember how old you were specifically. So,
Like he can't remember his mum or anything. He just has the locket that she left him.
okay. Then we'll okay. Then we'll do this then.
So I was jumping on that, but I thought,
No, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You know your backstory better than I. Yeah, because I couldn't remember how old. Okay, so then all you see what seems to be the name Sonus, and then you're like, "That's weird. These cuts kind of made a name," and that's what you see with the natural one, but no connection then.
Weird. Huh. Sorry, I thought I saw. Don't worry, it's okay.
Okay.
How you feeling, Kidis? You alright?
That was great.
Okay, you may have a concussion.
Recommend.
Kidis, just look me in the eyes for a second. Just look me in the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might have a concussion.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. Well,
How many fingers am I holding up?
All I see is your doofus face.
See, I can't say if that's normal you or just concussion you.
So as you guys begin getting closer and closer to the castle, you notice a few things in detail, just in general. That there seems to be 8 outer spires that have solid colors, but they're very muted, and the towers themselves are dark. But they are colors that you're familiar with. There's a white one, a black one, a green one, a yellow one, a red one, a blue one, and so on and so forth. There seems to be... So green, yellow, red, blue, black, white, purple, and then a solid, just kind of dark gray one. And they seem to be familiar to you guys to some degree, because they are almost different shaped. They're ornated differently, things like that, but they're not lit. They're all just kind of dark. The rest of the castle, however, is made out of just solid kind of quartz crystal with light shining through it, kind of like rainbow light coming out the other side. It's very prismatic, it's very beautiful. But there are no smells here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of sight here. There's just... it exists, and it's very static. So you can breathe, but that's about it. There's no sense of smell. The temperature is the same as your body temperature. So it doesn't feel hot, it doesn't feel cold. There's no breezes here. It just seems to exist. And nothing else.
Takes off her necklace and just like testing it out, like, and seeing if
no one reacts.
Yeah, look at us.
You never take that off.
No, because normally it makes people throw up. What? Anyway,
So I guess we're just glossing over that one.
Kidis, context is key, alright? Especially because it's you.
Oh
Yeah.
well, after I got trucked into the crypt and started learning how to raise the dead, I started smelling. So I got this for me. But in any case,
You started smelling?
she leans over and she tests to see if it makes her nauseous again.
Shirley just said we're moving on now.
No, you don't feel nauseous at all.
It doesn't make your blood die.
So the ship is moving, so you would expect some air to kind of be brushing over you, and it's not. Your hair falls normally and everything like that. And then Leah, you're kind of at the helm, and you feel a slight jerk of the ship going, and you kind of grab the helm, but it actually like fights you as the ship kind of then begins to guide itself towards the castle.
Okay.
It's just kind of jumping up and down, testing gravity.
Yep. Gravity feels normal, but there is no dust that kind of comes up from the ship or the deck of the ship that floats up or anything. Nothing seems to move. And then Leah, do you fight it or do you just kind of let it take you?
Just take her. As long as it's taking her to the, or as long as she thinks it's taking her to the castle.
Yeah, you sense no bloodlust, no ill will. You're actually kind of excited, because the colors match you almost completely, and you kind of you feel excitement, right? Because you kind of had communications and back and forth. You know what your Fey Queen kind of looks like and feels like, and this feels like it. So, I mean, you can roll against it, but you wouldn't even want to. You know what I mean? You're just excited. And so as the ship kind of takes its own course in, the doors, the giant doors at the front of the castle are large. They're stories tall, hundreds of feet tall. They begin to kind of open, and that's the only thing that really has something that's not a full prismatic color. They're almost golden as the ship kind of floats into the castle, and you end up in a completely, what looks to be a completely different area where you would expect marbled walls and things like that. It's just empty sky of white clouds and a prismatic crystal floor, and the ship literally fades out of existence, and you guys just continue to float on until all of you gently touch down onto the ground of prismatic crystal.
Does it remind me of the evocation magic from the other Fey Hours?
Go and roll an Arcana.
Okay.
This is so weird.
I am very confused.
18.
It feels, looks, and seems kind of similar. Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if this is Feywild.
You think this could be
It's
fair?
already been
Oh,
Feywild.
I know, but I can get excited about things more than once.
such a Percy.
You get excited about things more than once, kiddos. I've seen you do it.
But yeah, but I get excited about cool things.
The Feywild is cool.
Okay.
It is kind of interesting.
Thank you.
But
So, or go ahead.
No, Cedar's basically like, so what do we do now? Like just looking around at the cloud room.
Leah's gonna look
Well-
around. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, they're the colours of our Fey Queens around this place, right?
Yeah.
What if we can connect with them here?
That's what I was
you said
thinking
you said you were being pulled to this place.
Mm-hmm.
We've not. I don't think we've experienced that ourselves, but that's not to say we're not going to. And if they're going to assemble anywhere, it's going to make sense that it's some weird quartz keep that rises out of the ocean.
Yeah.
That feels very Fey Queen to me.
Mm-hmm. Point. So with that, Leah and start playing for Fey Queen.
I did not hear a word of that, unfortunately. Did anyone else get that? Are you cutting out?
I heard gum 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 gum.
Yeah. Can you repeat?
Okay. Yep.
Leah starts looking for her Fey Queen. Right?
No, I'm gonna I take a knee and I start praying to my Fey Queen.
Pray.
Okay. You definitely, you take a knee and you kind of begin praying. What are you saying?
I'm just reaching out, trying to figure out what's happening with the world. Is there that I can fix this? What can I do to halt progression, whatever is happening, if I even should?
Okay. Um, so you begin praying, and what feels like minutes go by. Um, everything is silent. Sound really doesn't travel very far here. Um, and it almost seems like a river of crystal begins flowing on the floor beneath you. And I got it up on maps now. Um,
Wow.
and a physical form kind of begins to kind of pop out of the ground in form of crystals, and they form kind of like a walkway, much like White's world, where they kind of formed the walkway of as time exists. This kind of does the same as these steps appear above you, kind of indicating you to kind of follow up to the larger or higher floors, essentially.
And
Um,
Leah just does so wordlessly.
hmm So the party kind of sees Leah just get up and start walking. You follow?
Yeah.
Kind of figured. um, and waiting at the top, she looks different than when you've seen her before, but
Mm-hmm.
she's there. And I'll pull her up here in just a second. She's a bit more muted
Mm-hmm.
and distorted and exists but doesn't exist. You can see her, but you can't see her. Her face is there, but it's not there. Whereas you've
Mm-hmm.
always had a very clear image of her in your mind, now that she seems to be here in person, it's almost like you blink, she's there, you blink again, she's not there, and so on and so forth. And she kind of speaks to you without words, and you just feel welcomed. And then, just as soon as that feeling of welcome was there and being home was there, it's gone and kind of comes back again, and then it's gone again.
Mm-hmm. So I guess the first thing Leah does is she says, "Why? Why do I see things like this when they're there and they're not? Is it something I did? Is it because of my changes, or is this part of your ability, or something in between? Is the world fucked?"
And you all kind of hear a voice for the first time, and it actually sounds like a young child, almost playing on a playground in tone, which I'm not going to attempt to roleplay because it would just turn out Valley Girl again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Oh
and
no, don't do that.
oh no, you just kind of hear a giggling, and she kind of just says, "The world fucked." You gave us the opportunity to enter this world. The world has changed. It exists and doesn't exist, and it's shaped and moved and different. But using you as our guiding beacon, we were able to manifest here, much like other things and nothing. The world is different, as it was before, but not fucked.
How can we stop the blue flag?
The blue fire is a byproduct. It exists when the world is torn. The world will heal, and magic will return, as it did before. You can do nothing. but nothing is boring.
I tend to agree with that. I'd like to, if the world is torn, I'd like to grab a needle, so to speak.
You would need power to do so, wouldn't you?
If you've been watching me, I assume you have. You know I have a thought or two.
To be honest, I don't like existing in the present, in the past, in the physical. I like to be where you can't see. And I wish to go home. And I will. But I need you stronger so I can do so. So, I will grant you a boon, and you will get your power, and you will seek your fate, as I saw it before.
Okay.
I only need you to take the actions you want to take. So. And she looks at Cedar. Pick a number 1 through 10.
4.
Even with a clue, you fail the riddle.
Wait.
And she just kind of smiles, and you see a yellow fairy sitting on her shoulder. Leah, pick a number 1 through 10.
3.
You I'm not so worried about. Gale, pick a number 1 through 10.
3.
Alright. And Kiddos. Chaos Child, pick a number 1 through 10.
Did anyone hear that?
I didn't.
10.
10.
10? Okay.
Said 10. I didn't know that was for now. Goku. Dang it. I got caught off guard. Dang it.
I have no idea what this is for.
So this is the boon that I grant you. You may stay in my castle as long as you need. Kiddos, you have 10 minutes to level your character twice.
To level my character.
So
What?
the boon that you guys are getting is going to be, instead of temporary health, you guys are going to get temporary levels.
Okay.
Kiddos has 10 minutes to figure out how she wants to level her character. Gale and Leah, you have 3 minutes to level your character twice.
Okay.
And
Oh god.
and Cedar has 4 minutes to.
Oh gosh.
How long are these levels
4.
lasting? Just so I know in advance how to prepare it.
They will last until well, they'll last until essentially your next fight. So you will be facing off against someone tonight or today, something most likely, depending on where you guys end up.
Yeah.
But someone that you fought before. And
Okay.
so this will either last for the foreseeable future, but you get 2 temporary levels. Time starts now.
Okay. Done.
Rain. Wizard or artificer?
Yeah. Well, we have more time to do with you. So let me, Gale. Do you have thoughts?
I'm going all in on cleric.
Right.
I get my divine intervention at 10th level. Which I already have as well. I don't get any more ASIs or anything like that.
No, you don't. But you do get more spells. You get 5th levels now.
I do, yes. Initial cleric spells. Oh, I have replacement features and that sort of thing. I'm not going to mess around with that because I haven't got time for that shit.
Yeah.
Let's go into my spells very quickly.
Ooh, a great one to take at 5th level would be Holy Weapon or Mass Cure Wounds.
Ooh, okay. Let's look 5th.
And you're a cleric, so you can prepare, so you can take both if you unprepare a spell from a lower level.
I've got Mass Cure Wounds already, so I'm going to go for Holy Weapon for one of those.
Love it.
Which is great.
Ooh, if you could snag Gaze, that would be fucking huge.
What does Gaze do? Let's have a look.
It's
creature.
suggestion, but if you go against it, you take 5d10 psychic, and it lasts for a fucking month.
I'm going for that, yes.
Okay.
Because you can't do death, however, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do.
Right. Leah Gale, you have 1 minute left.
Yep.
I'm almost done with myself. I've just got the cantrip, which I can do if you focus on yourself.
Perfect.
Now, sorry to take up your time.
Okay, Cedar, do you know what you're doing?
I'm trying to pick out spells right now. Help.
Perfect.
I think a blood needle that's really cool. But
Okay.
what summon spell? The options are elemental, construct, or aberration.
That's tough. Well, for starters, what you're gonna do is you can take 4th levels now, right? You're a 7th level wizard.
Yeah.
Perfect. Snag Dimension Door.
Dimension door.
Done.
Okay.
I
got one more.
Okay. Mordekainen's Faithful Hound.
Leah, you're at time. Cedar, you have
Yep.
1 minute to finish leveling.
Okay. Mordekainen's Faithful Hound. All right. I think that's my spells.
Perfect.
Is there anything else?
Or wait, how many? Never mind. I think that's everything that I got with the level up, right? Yeah, because I wouldn't have gotten an ASI from that. I think that's everything I can do at this moment.
That's 2 levels.
Okay.
Yeah, up to 7.
Alright.
Okay, so for me then.
Yeah, Cedar's almost out of time, so.
Yeah. Do you have any more spells you need to add?
I don't think so. How many spells did I get from that, Rain?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. 3's good. 3's good.
Okay.
Kiddus time.
So if I do wizard, I get inured to death, which just gives me necrotic resistance, which I already have.
Right.
But my hit point maximum can't be reduced.
Right, which is huge.
Yeah, and I've spent so much time dealing with the undead and forces to animate them that I've become inured to some of their worst effects. But the artificer, I get my proficiency. I get the proficiencies with armor. I get the magical tinkering spell. I get artificer spell casting, an infused item, and then if I do 2 levels, I'll get the artificer infusions where I can choose the infusion choices, like the serpent and repeat shot and things like that. What are we thinking?
Go artificer. Take at least one of your infusion choices for repeating shot. Another for homunculus servant.
Yep.
Enhanced defense.
Enhanced defense. Okay.
And let's go replicate magic. Well, and we don't have time for that.
What about mind sharpener?
Yeah, mind sharpener wouldn't be bad. You can only take 2 at a time, so I would recommend you take the homunculus servant and the repeating shot.
Yep. Okay. Because the only other ones are return weapon, magical strength, and arcane focus, and enhanced weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So, mind sharpener.
Mind sharpener.
All right, let's go and see what gets added. Make sure I got all that right.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, got it. Okay, spells, manage spells. Okay, I get 2 new cantrips and 6 new spells.
Okay, one of your spells that you're taking as an artificer is definitely going to be sanctuary.
Sanctuary. I'm also gonna do haste.
Love it.
Let's see if I can get haste though. I don't think it will let me, but let's see if it will let me.
Not as an artificer, but as a wizard, yes.
Yeah. Okay, I have it. There we go. Artificer. Let's see.
With your artificer, you also want to snag cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Do you want to do false life or
No, because that's a personal thing. It's self only.
okay?
Um,
Caustic. Tasha's caustic brew.
Maybe, but we definitely want fairy fire.
Fairy fire. Then I have absorb elements, alarm, anesthesia, catapult, detect magic, disguise self, expeditious retreat.
Yeah.
False life, featherfall, grease, identity, jump, long strider, purify food and drink, snare, and the caustic brew.
I'd say snag caustic brew. And then grab absorb elements. It could be useful.
Absorb elements. All right, and one more. One more.
Okay. Scrap absorb elements. It's only useful in melee, which you won't be doing.
Okay.
Because you're still a wizard. You know.
I'm gonna do firebolt and frostbite for my cantrip.
Sounds good.
Got one more. I got two more prepared first level spells though.
We grabbed caustic brew.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about anesthesia?
I don't know what that does. It's homebrew.
Okay. Never mind then. We'll do.
And I don't see that. That doesn't come up as an option for me.
I'll do featherfall just in case. And not one more.
You know, I guess do snag false life. It could be useful.
Okay. And so false life. Boom, and that is all my cantrips and spells.
Love it.
All right, done leveling? You got 1 minute?
I'm done.
Okay.
One thing I will say, I didn't mention it before, but the cantrip I chose before I ran out of time was absorb skill.
Nice.
Ooh, cool.
Because that's a bonus action. I figure as long as I kill the enemy, I can maybe absorb something and make Gale slightly more better.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But I
Because
also...
it hasn't got an expiry. It's just you just absorb it and that's it.
Yep. But
yeah.
I'm so glad I impulsively chose 10.
That is so cool. I forgot that hint you gave me existed, Doku. It's been a long week, and my brain did not connect the dots.
Oh, the D10 one?
My brain did not connect the dots.
Oh. And I just chose... So I got the right answer, because I chose impulsively.
Y'all are gonna laugh at me when I tell you why I chose 4, because there's 4 members of the menagerie.
Yeah, I know.
Aww.
Yeah, I know.
Gross.
So you guys all kind of feel this rush of power. And she kind of looks at you and goes, "This is temporary. For you to get your revenge. You are after an object of power, and going after your revenge will get it to you. And whether or not my power lasts within you for longer matters not. As long as you follow your path, you exist in between decisions, morality, life, of all things. That's why I picked you. But I do not like seeing you fall." And you just hear the voice in all of your heads now. Hold out your hands in a very stern voice, whereas it was very childlike before.
And Leah does so.
So you're all wearing the rings that are basically keeping the static electricity from stopping your hearts. And in a moment, all of them crack and shatter and break and burst from your fingers. And you see a blue sliver float up, come down, and shoot itself directly into your chests.
Ow!
We'll use that power to bind this temporary power to you. It's good that you didn't take the time to get to know them. And
Wait.
No.
You... No. You didn't.
I didn't do anything.
What? Harry, what did you do?
What did I do?
I'm not saying anything. I've got a feeling I know what Doku's doing, and I don't like it.
I didn't do anything. You just...
You're always doing something.
I'm always doing things. It's fine. So I'm a DM. It's literally what I do. So, your temporary power is completed. I'm sure I'll be barraged in questions that I can't be bothered to answer, but you can still entertain me with an ask. And she kind of taps Leah's head, and as she does, all of Leah's prismatic scarring, like, shimmers. And you just feel healed.
Oh. Does that mean I get my 10 HP back?
Yes, you do.
Yes. When Leah goes, is there like a... Well, one, can I get my ship back? I want my ship back, please. Two, is there a faster way to get where we gotta go other than the boat?
Your ship is not gone. It's just not here right now. And, of course, there's always a way to get there where you need to be faster. Where is it that you want to go?
I'm gonna go kick someone's shit in. You know who.
And she kind of nods. And Leah vanishes.
Where?
We gotta back her up, right?
Yeah. Where did you just send her, ma'am?
That's your question? And she
Where's
kind of
your-
smiles.
It's not my question. It's
And,
not my question.
and
It's not my
as she smiles, she blinks like 3 sets of eyelids, all with different colors. Taps your head. You feel
No, it's
healed, and you bump into Leah, and you kind of catch your balance. And then she looks over at Kittis and Gale.
Okay. Question. Just now, I saw a name in Kittis's wound. Can you tell me who that is? Sonus.
Just think, in a lifetime, in an existence, in a world, in a time, I knew of a Sonus who... And she kind of dips her hand into you and, like, pulls out a piece of you and examines it and then puts it back in. And just, like, a prismatic, like, scar circle, like, kind of heals the wound in the chunk that was out of your body. I knew a Sonus at one point. He existed everywhere and nowhere. He was the life that people use to breathe and maintain themselves. And he's a genetic match for you. How strange. And she kind of goes, "What's this?" and places her finger on your chest.
On the tattoo?
Do you look down?
Yes.
She flicks your nose up, like she just runs her
I
finger
knew
up
it
and
was gonna
flicks your nose.
happen.
And you teleport, and like you land on top of Cedar.
Wait, oh! Sorry.
It's okay. Okay.
Problem child.
Tried to tell her wasn't my question.
Hi.
Hi.
How do you become a god?
Yes, yes.
Becoming a god is the simplest thing in the entire world. You will it into existence. It is will that makes gods, and nothing more.
Oh, I got a lot of will. That'll work. She like kind of like reaches her hand out to teleport.
And she kind of looks at you and goes, I'm surprised. You're usually so greedy. And as she kind of lifts her hands up, like 15 gems, like giant rubies, emeralds, quartz, amethyst, like giant gemstones, fall into your hand, and you feel your bag get heavier and heavier. As she just gave you about 15,000 gold worth of gemstones. And as the last one hits your hand, you grab it, and you look behind you, and there's your party, and you're standing on the ship.
Did I heal at all?
You did.
Okay.
Nice.
I healed back. I healed up to full health.
Does that count as like a long rest, so she has just slots back to night?
So, what took place was, is she accelerated your time and path. It is now spring. Winter is completely over. You actually feel warmth. Warmer than what you would assume this type of year is, but also you don't know where you are in the world, so it's kind of hard for you to ascertain that. And what she did is she actually fast traveled you. So you got weeks of long rest. So any ailments that would have been over a certain amount of time, totally fine. And she drops you at the foot of a farm filled with familiar cabbages. And you see an old man in a cloak in a rocking chair. Ding! Just kind of spit, watching you guys in the distance. And we'll take a $5 here, I think.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Nice one.
So anyone watching, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we will be back.
Yeah.
See you in a minute.
Yeah, it's in a bit.
What time is it now? Okay. Cool. Yeah. No worries. Yeah. We usually go till like 2:30 my time, so that's where I was kind of anticipating.
No,
What?
you.
Okay, one of you at once.
How to make servant.
It's literally just you take a 100 gold gem. Doesn't matter what kind of gem, and you basically just you basically infuse the gem itself with magic, which acts as the heart of the creature, and then you just kind of build and then you just kind of artificer it and build a small contraption around the gemstone in which the gemstone powers.
Okay. Hold on. I'm
Badass.
sure I have something. I literally make a servant out of the mechanical heart I have.
Nice.
That'd be so funny.
Ooh.
You could take the mechanical heart, make it a servant, put it in the flubber.
I could make the flubber servant.
You could.
I thought that's why you were asking.
No. I was just
No,
trying,
you
I
just gave her that idea.
Yeah, you totally gave me that idea because I was asking because I legitimately have never played Artificer before, so I don't know how to do the stuff for it.
Make a cannon.
I want to make the flubber.
Make a flubber cannon.
Oh gosh.
So I put the gemstone in, so I could just put a gemstone into the flubber, and then
Yeah.
make it a servant.
Pretty much.
I am so happy. Oh, that makes
It
me
is so
happy.
funny when you go manic like that and just clap maniacally.
Also,
Quite.
I would just like to state I now have 114 hit points.
Nice.
I have 83.
65.
74.
Oh no.
See,
I'm
they're
gonna
still the
take 'em all.
weakest.
I'm trying to tell. Wait, is that? Oh, I'm still wearing the necklace. I don't think I recharged my necklace.
Nope.
I forgot. I forgot the brother necklace.
But also,
Brother necklace.
Doku, by the way, Doku, I do find it funny that you gave Sophie a hint, and then I got like the most amount of time out of just sheer luck and impulse.
That was honestly super impressive for you, Charisse. That was just so funny.
I just chose 10 because just like I want the most of whatever I get. That was my reasoning.
It's been a long week, guys.
But Sophie, you still got more than I did. Granted, I didn't need much because I had min-max in my corner.
Mhm.
I realized what I did the second I did it, and Harry, I was literally trying to give you a hint. I was trying to go like.
I didn't see.
I was like, no, don't make my mistake, and he went lower.
See, I didn't even listen to your hint. I just was like, I want the most of it.
You were giving me a hint?
Let's go fuck shit up.
What?
Yeah.
Kill Mike.
Kill
Mike.
Kill the
But-
Robert. Kill the Robert.
All right.
Murder time.
Are we back, Doku?
Yeah, we've been back for a while. The whole
We
stream
never went
heard you
on
chant
break.
murder time, yeah. Right. We did for a quick second. I actually, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take another 30 seconds just to use the restroom really quick. But I set up the battle map. So you were basically placed on a farm, and there is just a mist covering the farm. You're not sure which direction you went. What's up?
Have we provoked any kind of like? Have we provoked anything? Have we gotten his attention? Or
No.
is he just kind of sitting there watching us?
So the gentleman sitting on the porch, essentially in the rocking chair, he is staring at you, and he has a robe on, but you can tell underneath there is armor, and he's just kind of rocking back and forth, and even hundreds of feet away you can kind of see him and hear the creak of the chair and the spit hitting the brass canister, and his eyes just kind of glowing through And you notice the orange eyes just kind of piercing more than anything from a distance, and he's locked on. But in the very far distance, even farther away, you can actually see what looks to be the figure of X10 just toiling away in the field in the far right. Two manticores fly above head, just kind of circling around the battlefield, watching you as they kind of followed out of obligation or duty or interest in what you were doing. You feel stronger.
Okay. So just before you pop off, you still there? Yeah.
Yes.
But before you pop off, she's going to Leah's gonna just sit down, and she starts casting a spell for the next 10 minutes, um, as set up for this fight. So she's going to burn through one of her 3rd level slots.
Okay. What are you casting?
Invoke the Amaran scene.
Ooh, what does that do?
What? You're doing what now?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Basically, I take 2 d20 and I roll them, and I save those rolls for the next 24 hours, and whatever I can replace anything friend or foe, attack roll, saving throw, or ability check with one of the 2 numbers I rolled. But once it's burned, it's burned.
Wow.
Wow,
Nice.
that's cool.
And you can actually take it too.
Nice
It's a 3rd level
one.
spell.
I might have to look at that at some point.
It's 3rd-party content, so you have to enable something. But
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah.
You may
Yeah, I'll have to
substitute
look at
any
that in
role
my
of
spare time.
an ally or enemy you can see within 60 feet. One of the recorded numbers that matches the type of roll. Okay, so you have to pick in advance. So you rolled the
Right.
2 dice. You have to pick what they are, either attack rolls, saving throws. And now you can do it different. You can do 1 attack roll, 1 skill check, 1 saving throw, but you have to do it on the declaration of the spell.
Okay. Right. Okay, yeah. Fuck it. Both are attack rolls.
Both are attack rolls? Okay. Cool. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, where's the drawback to this? And I was like, oh, the way it kind of read, for each one, you choose either attack roll or skill check. And then you can choose... And you can choose it multiple times, but then you go into the effect of next 24 hours substitute rolls. So that's where the break is. Yeah. So I was like, that's broken for a 3rd level spell. But I was like, no, not if you have to call it in advance. Because then if they don't happen, but attack rolls definitely will. So what are the rolls?
19 and 2.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. I will be right back then, and then we can potentially get this party started.
Perfect.
Yeah. All right.
Rain, do you still have the armor that I
Yeah.
gave you for the goblin?
Yeah.
Do we put that on Kittis, or do we just have her do
You can't wear heavy armor.
Yeah.
I can't wear heavy armor?
Wizard
Oh,
can't.
no, I can have medium armor, up to medium
Right.
armor. Dang it, we don't have enough time for that.
Yeah.
I'll just do the mage armor.
Let's go shopping before we murder.
Into that
Well, but no,
convenient.
because I don't think Goku realized what I've just done. Because with Evoke the Amaran scene, I can replace one of X10's rolls with a 2.
You
Basically
can,
forcing
yeah.
a miss. Because
That'll be
right now
fun.
my AC before Shield of Faith is 22. So if I replace his attack with the 2, he has to have a modifier of plus 20 to even hit me.
Wow.
Let's see.
Yeah. Which I don't think he's gonna have at all. Not sure why. Just
Not if it's a
no
balanced
clue.
character. Or balanced for our party.
Yeah.
I guess as they're standing there while Leah's just kind of casting the spell, Seer's like, I cannot believe I just wasted that question.
And like through casting the spell, you just hear, fucking dumbass.
You know what, Leah?
Hey, look, it's okay. You're allowed to make one mistake. Alright?
Thank you,
And then-
Gail.
Once again through the spell, yeah, but just one. Watch your ass.
Hey.
I kind of used mine in an interesting way.
Oh, I was about to ask. What did you two ask for? And Kidis, why are you carrying so many gemstones?
You don't see the gemstones. Most of them got put in my bag.
Oh, I forgot you put them in the bag. Never mind.
Yeah.
I rescind that question.
She's just holding one gemstone.
I was wondering what y'all asked for.
It's a secret.
So, yeah, I got no clue. I asked about a name I saw when I was healing Kidis.
Uh-huh.
I kind of saw like runes in her wound, and it spelled out a name.
Okay.
I asked her about it, and I kind of know who my dad is now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. For the sound of things, he's old. Like not in a dad way, but incredibly old. Like she said that he used to be the air that they breathed.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
He sounds big and old and potentially powerful.
And the wounds from the elemental that Kidis summoned
Yeah.
had his name in them.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I don't know if we should try and talk to that elemental, because I don't know, whenever Kidis summons an elemental, they seem less than friendly.
Yeah, I imagine being ripped from your plane of existence isn't exactly comfortable.
I mean, we don't have to imagine it. It's happened to us numerous times.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
understandable.
Let's focus on the task at hand. Let's kill this robot, and then afterwards we can think about the implications of this, because I may try and get in touch with him again. It could be good to have someone on our side.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm a genetic match for him, so who knows?
We should probably circle up after the fight and talk, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
If anyone's paying attention, you just see Kidis in the background taking a little flubber out and like taking a like crystal and just being like focusing and infusing with magic and then just shoving it into the clay.
Be alive! Alive!
When Kidis shoves the crystal into it is when Cedar kind of sees that out of her peripheral. What are you doing?
And does it start moving?
Okay.
Does it work?
I have to look up rules or something really quick. So you're an artificer trying to create life.
Make a homunculus servant.
Make a homunculus servant out of the flubber.
Which is a second level artificer infusion.
And I have a crap ton of gems to use for it.
You didn't give her a battery. You just gave her the battery for it.
Did not mean to
I'm
put
just
that.
so. Doesn't it? No, it takes a while, doesn't it?
Takes like an hour.
Yeah.
She started when she saw.
Yeah. Well, technically, time has passed. So, not that you're aware of the time had passing, but technically, like, precognitive thought you could have in a reality of time travel done this while at the time that you had. So.
Yeah, she basically immediately would have started creating the servant, and then attaching the gem to her gun to get infused for repeating shot.
I'm gonna say that like you jammed the gemstone infused like into the flubber, into the pot, and the pot breaks, and the eyes that were painted on by Leah transmutate themselves onto the flubber. So you see this little gray transparent ball with just these eyes that Leah had painted now bouncing slowly in place on the ground. with its little nubby arms and little nubby legs as it just kind of jiggles. And
And I also get repeat shot, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sweet.
Nice.
so you
I
guys,
took it as they're just like, it's alive! It's alive!
Oh, oh my! Whoa!
You just hear it. You just hear from the distance, Jefferson live.
Yeah, he does!
Oh, hello, Jefferson.
I would like to call him Thomas.
No.
Just the instant shoot down.
all right.
Come here, Jefferson!
Oh, that's really cool. Killed them.
And she just kind of like, puts him up on her shoulder.
Oh,
And she's just like, I love you.
So you see the figure in the distance. He's kind of been watching you for a while, just at the edge of the farm. And he kind of stands up really slow, and you can kind of see he's got a great sword on his back. And he just kind of takes a lit torch, just magically lit. He picks it up, and then it just ignites next to him, because it's getting towards the end of the day. And he just kind of slowly walks towards you guys, as Kiddus is placing gemstones inside of grave flubbers, and a ritual was just being cast at the edge of the farm. Could be seen as a threatening manner. Mike is still sitting in the back, just toiling away in the fields, but the night seems to be slowly closing in.
okay. So this is the old man walking up, not Mike.
Yeah, the old man walking up.
Okay, that was a very important distinction. Okay, good to know. I really needed to make sure I knew that.
Okay, this is like when
Before I
she
ran.
sees him walking over. Hello!
What does he answer in? He answers in
Scottish.
Abyssal.
I speak
And
that.
Yeah,
you know, I know Abyssal.
and he just says, "None shall pass."
She responds in Abyssal. She's like, great. Why?
Leah's just gonna go, because she's in some kind of mood today. She's gonna look up at the sky in shock from her ritual and go, "How'd you know I went to a monastery and became a nun?"
She
goes, well, that's an image I'll never get out of my head.
Did you keep the wimple?
Why am I the only one serious?
Let me see here. That's so funny. Okay. And he just goes in Abyssal. That's weird. Don't nuns go to church? And he will... Let me see what he does, because he does a thing.
Invites him for a cup of tea.
Invites him for a cup of tea, yes.
Exactly.
Actually, you are surprised by this, because it is... Why don't I have components? I was trying to thematically play this out. Oh, an item distasteful to the target. So, what ends up happening is like, don't nuns normally go to church? And he pulls out like a little Gale doll. It's literally just, it's almost like an illusion, but it's a small doll that looks exactly like Gale. And he kind of just dances it around for a little bit as he turns it up, and a needle comes out from the base of his hand, piercing the stomach of Gale, and the spell kind of enacts, and it's a total surprise, because he's initiating combat. Targeted towards Leah. You need to make a charisma saving throw.
Love this shit.
Boy.
Well, that's rubbish. Who does that look like?
28.
Okay.
So you're just gonna come back.
So you save, and then you can... I'll roll for initiative.
And
You never answered my question. Why?
Because. Ooh.
9.
10.
15.
Okay.
and I have the higher dex than Gale, so I think I
Yeah.
would go first probably.
Yeah, I think you
Alright,
do have the higher
so-
dex. Mine's 13, so yeah, you
Mine's
would probably
16.
have higher.
Okay, so
Alright, you rolled well on your thing.
what was I got lost it. So what was your roll, Gale?
10.
10.
10 as well, but I've
Okay.
got lower dex than Leah, so Leah will go first in the order.
And what was Kittis's again, please?
9. Woohoo.
Woohoo!
All right. So let me just roll my initiatives here. Well, Knight's definitely going first. X10 is going last, because that is bad. Okay.
Love it.
So, let's find some combat music. Because y'all are gonna die.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, do we like this one? Alright, we like this one then.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can keep your medieval version of Never Gonna Give You Up.
Cool, so, let's see. Just looking up a spell really quick.
Yep. So I'm really tired, I'm going to be yawning. So I do apologise.
Alright.
No
So,
worries.
perfect. So he is going to run up to you guys as a party, and get kind of right in front of you, only about 10 feet away. He's going to take his greatsword out and slash into the ground, shooting up dirt and just kind of dust your way. But behind it is this black plague of just necrotic energy as it flows like a wave crashing into all of you. And you all have to make a saving throw of Constitution.
Okay, so Gale and Kittis get my buff. Cedar does not.
Roman buff is up +5.
Yes,
Wait,
So that makes
why
it
did
plus-
you not get it?
Why not?
because she's over 10 feet away.
Wait. Oh.
Why
Yeah,
am
you're
I
on the
standing-
you're on the other side.
Oh.
21.
20.
Correct.
30.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
5.
All right.
I
So
know exactly what this is.
Thought that wouldn't have saved you.
I know.
Kittis will take 18 damage. Or no, sorry. Cedar will take 18 damage. Cedar will take 18. The rest of you will take 9.
Wait, why do I think? Wait, 20 doesn't save?
No, you
it
saved.
does.
You just take half as much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You were all hit with the wave.
We just all got hit with different amounts.
Yes, and you are not knocked prone. Cedar, you are knocked prone, and as the wave washes over you, it actually mucks up your wings, and without spending... so you have to use half your movement to get up, but without spending a full turn's movement, you will not be able to fly until you remove the muck from your wings.
A full turn movement?
A full turn of movement, yes. You will not be able to fly. You can still run around once you get up, as you are knocked prone, but there seems to be this just muck and dirt and just necrotic, gross muck just gunking up your wings.
Oh, that won't change anything. You don't fly anyway.
We've been indoors a lot. The first
Last time we had this, you didn't fly. Now,
there
granted,
was
it
a
was
storm. If I'd have tried to fly, I would have gotten whipped into the next century.
It's so much fun to pick on you.
And
That's very fun.
the eyes behind the knight kind of glow, as he kind of gets into a stance and then stays there. And that'll be his turn, and that'll bring us to Kittis. Not Kittis. Why do I keep doing that? Cedar.
All right.
Cedar.
I'm going to cast.
Do you stand up?
Just a sec. Sorry. I'm gonna use half my movement to stand, and then I'm going to cast Mordekainen's Faithful Hound.
Nice.
And I'm gonna cast it. Can I see the map real quick?
In a second, I'm just looking at this.
My dog.
I got them boy.
Like right behind. Sorry, my throat was being uncooperative. Right behind the knight, and then I cast Mordekainen's Faithful Hound, and then in Sylvan, I tell him to attack. And only I can see the dog.
Is Mordekainen's Faithful Hound different than Faithful Hound?
No.
Okay. I was like, why can I not find this? So, unoccupied space. The hound is invisible to all creatures except you and cannot be harmed when a small or large creature comes within 30 feet. Speaking at the start of each of your turns, the hound attempts to bite one creature that is hostile to you. It's bonus to equal plus your spellcasting modifier. On a hit, deals 4d8 piercing damage. That's pretty good. Okay.
And yeah, so I'm gonna cast Mordekainen's Faithful Hound. I assume the dog attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a concentration spell. Dang.
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
He is the goodest boy.
Okay, do your attack roll.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna use the dice that Tara made for me. Tara made me. All right.
She's so awesome.
The equal to my spell casting ability modifier and my proficiency bonus. Holy Moses! This dog's gonna have the bite force of a Tasmanian devil.
So not a lot then.
Actually,
They can break
Tasmanians.
bones with their teeth.
Yeah, Tasmanian
So can a
devils
swan.
have the highest bite force per pound than any other animal on Earth. Tasmanian devils? Yeah, they're evolutionarily evolved to take bites of other prey animals or other animals' prey, and then bite it, get the mouthful, and run. That's how they exist. It's like 1,300 pounds of bite force per square inch. 1,300. Like, they will rip a finger off. They will break a femur. Like, they are wild creatures. They're my favorite marsupial. So,
Cool.
I love Tasmanian
Wow.
devils. Yeah.
I was incredibly wrong then. That was wow.
Um,
But swans can break a man's arm. Just saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I nerded out on you for a second. I'm sorry. Back into character.
It's all good. It's all good.
Oh no! You acted like a nerd in a group full of nerds. How dare you?
How dare I?
Welcome to Miss Yao Gaming, where none of us are nerds.
So when it says that it has my spell modifier and my proficiency.
You add intelligence plus proficiency.
Oh, nice. Okay, so. And then my proficiency. Where the
Yeah.
heck is my proficiency?
So his attack is basically going to be what your spell attack bonus is. So it's almost like if you were attacking me with like a fireball or a spell. So his attack will be a D20 essentially plus your spell attack. So whatever your normal
it'll
spell
be a
is.
D20 plus 9.
9. Thank you. I don't have her character up, so I thought it was
That'll
10,
be
but
27. That'll be 27 to hit.
yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah. And then 40-10. So let me get
48.
48.
Wait, what? Oh, 48. Sorry, I got it mixed up with something else. Gotta find all the dice. Oh, one ran away. Okay.
How rude.
6. Let me find the other one that ran away. Ow. Here we go. Found it. Okay, that's not much, but you know, better than nothing. So that's 10 damage.
Cool.
And then with that, with that 10 damage, having done that, I am going to. If I use my bonus action to dash, will that give me enough movement to get all of the stuff out of my wings?
No, because you only have half your movement because you just stood up.
Well, right, but so a dash action would give the full movement.
Or 30 plus movement. 30 more movement.
So I'm saying when you add it all together, would I have enough?
It's 15 plus
Just taking the
30.
dash action would give 45 feet of movement.
Yeah, so technically, yeah. Okay, so yeah, in theory.
Okay, so then I'm going to take bonus action dash and sorry, can I
Look at you being a rogue.
I know, right?
And have her go. Oh wait, no, I don't get to move. I'm just sitting there. I forgot.
You'd get 15 feet.
Yeah, you'd get 15 feet, so you could move.
Sorry, I'm scatterbrained today.
You're
there
good.
we go.
It's okay. You're good.
And that is my turn.
Rain, Instagram, whenever you have a chance.
So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shift everybody. Positions are going to remain the same, but we're off screen. So let me just... it'll be the exact same movement, location, everything. I'm just going to put us on the map. So that we can be seen.
Whoa, the Earth is moving again, guys!
Feel the earth move under my feet.
I thought that was meant to happen until the honeymoon.
Ooh. Go on. No, I'm kidding. All right. So, all right. So you make your 15 feet. That's bonus action. So is that your turn then?
Yes, that is my turn.
All right. That'll bring us to Leah.
Okay. So first off, am I right in my assumption on what this creature is? Because you know what I'm thinking.
He's a something. What are you thinking?
Is it what we talked about earlier?
What you aspire to be? Yes.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
A piece of shit?
That's why I added it.
Yep, I know. So Leah walks right up to this knight, looks him dead in the eyes, and just like under her breath, just goes, "I've worked for so long to gain the kind of power that you just have. So let me see if I can kick your shit in. Maybe I'm worth my salt." And just goes and one-handed swings her hammer across his fucking skull.
Cool.
Metal as fuck.
Where's my new modifier? Okay, that is a 22.
So he has his stance that he was actually readied for. You bring in your attack, and he actually parries it off to the side.
Okay.
What?
Then how do I play this? I can break up a multi-attack with a bonus action in the middle, right?
Because you have two attacks, right?
Yes.
I mean, technically not usually, because it's one action and then other action. Like
Okay.
it's like a flurry kind of, but there's a difference between a flurry, I guess, and a multi. I'll allow it though. I'll see where this is going for now.
Okay. So then she's just gonna go, and she's gonna go, "All right, fine. You really want to test me here. I actually really respect that. I don't want you holding back, so that when I kick your shit in and use your helmet as a chamber pot, I feel like I deserved it."
Wow.
And she goes and she takes her left hand and just holds it palm out right near his stomach as stone starts to form in front of her palm, and she just forces a stone blast, like a stone blast at his stomach, trying to knock him down.
Ooh, all right.
Which, let's see, that is stone throw 9 28 to hit.
So 28 will hit. What's the
Yeah.
save?
Strength 17.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh, I rolled a 16 plus 6. So.
Yeah, that tracks. But that is 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So he
Sorry,
bolsters. So he bolsters the attack. You said 4 points?
No, 8 points of force.
8 points of force. Okay, yeah. So he basically bolsters the attack and is completely just steadfast. Like you punch him in the stomach and he just kind of rises back up, red eyes flaring, looking deep into your soul.
And then she's gonna go in for just one more solid swing, like right to the chin.
Okay.
For a miss, that is fucking terrible.
Oh, you missed? You would have had to roll like a 2.
I did.
I don't know what you actually rolled, yeah, but he has oh yeah, okay, yeah. He has pretty good AC, so yeah, it's not gonna hit. Alright.
And that's my turn. And I should specify when I did all my attacks, I moved to be like right in front of him.
Absolutely fine. Alright, so that will bring us then to Gale.
Okay. So
Okay,
I am
okay.
currently there. Gal's gonna move about 5 feet this way. Because I got plans. I'm not gonna take them just yet, but I got plans. And so I'm just double checking something really quickly. Yeah, so he's going to use bonus action. He's going to pop a 2nd level healing word on Cedar to try and pop her back up. So that's going to be 2d4s plus 8. That is going to be... So that's 12 points of healing for Cedar right off the bat.
Thank you.
So that's bonus action used. And I can't use main action for cantrip. That's okay.
No, you can.
I can. Okay, good. That's right. I thought I'd double check it. Mr. Razor was my action
Okay.
on the motherfucker. Oh yes, boys! So that's a 19 plus 9, which is 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Sorry, does that hit? So I just want to double check.
That'll hit, yeah.
Yes, get in! Oh, I love it when I get to roll properly. Ooh. Oh, you jammy fucker. That is going to come in at 19 slashing damage.
Yes.
Is this a spell or a cantrip?
That's a cantrip. I rolled 1 9 and a 10.
Nice.
Because it's 2d10s worth of slashing damage for the cantrip.
That's almost max. That's awesome.
Yeah! What the fuck?
Alright.
And that will be my turn.
Perfect. Get us, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself because I hadn't got the chance to yet. But, so I'll cast Mage Armor, and then Kittis is going to kind of send her little servant over onto, like, under Leah's armor.
Leah's not wearing armor anymore.
Oh, she's not wearing armor. Well, kind of just, like, on, kind of, like, dug in, like, hidden on Leah. The little flubber can just move. I'm so happy it's alive.
Aww.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then she's going to move. So 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Kind of just underneath this tree. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Well, your boy's gonna do the same crap he always did. So let's see here. We do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. So he'll move right here.
Sure.
And he is engaged. He stares all of you
For him.
down, and he is
Kisses.
just smiling. Say congratulations. Get out of here.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
so
good for
done.
him.
So done with all of you guys.
What
I'm
do you
glad he found
expect?
love. I don't know how he found love, but I'm glad he did.
You know, there's someone out there for everyone, even you, Leah. If Mike can find love, there's hope for you yet.
What a compliment! What a compliment!
So, you see his kind of normal movement that he did last time. You're familiar, whereas he kind of puts 4 lightning cables into the ground. And as he does, he charges the ground with electricity. You can kind of feel it at your feet as your hair begins to rise on the back of your neck, and churning storm clouds form overhead, covering essentially half of the battlefield, from battlefield to his house, essentially. And let's see. You all have to make a Constitution saving throw as a giant storm begins throwing you guys around, cutting into you and kicking up dirt and sand that's just painful.
Sweet. I still get
Dale,
a
you
bonus
get
from
my
Leah.
buff. That's it.
18.
21
11.
again.
23.
Okay. Man, I'm having comprehension issues right now. So all of you guys were plus 20 except for Cedar?
Yep. No, Kenneth was 18.
Kiddus was 18. Okay. No, Kiddus, you just made it then, so you good. Cedar. This is interesting. You two, no one failed on last one, so... Cedar, you take 9 damage. And you are deaf. The sound booms.
Oh, wow. That's not good for
So
an elf.
loud. Kind of, and you're more sensitive to sound in general. It booms so loud that it actually perforates your eardrums and hurts as blood begins pouring from each of your ears.
Yeah, she's gonna scream and like grip her head for a second.
And you see him kind of put his arms in, and you see the mechanical like movement and the steam kind of escape from his armor from the condensation and the difference in air pressure as he kind of tucks himself in into kind of an armored position. And you just hear the words muttered through the storm. Kill them this time, since they have no friend to spare them. And you hear and feel the anger in his words.
Hey, Rain, do you remember what we talked about earlier?
No.
Was this on the group chat that you guys put on before session?
Yes.
I know what you're talking about.
Thank you. Thank you, Harry.
Smart, yeah.
Yeah.
So
For those of
then,
us
let's see.
For those of us who succeed the save, do we all take, is that 4 damage? Just
Nope.
double check.
You guys don't take damage on this one.
Okay, cool.
Cedar cannot hear.
What?
Exactly.
But
So-
Rain, instead, I want to make sure I understand the spell correctly before I cast it.
So let's see here. Will he do it early? Do I want to do it early?
No.
Rain, how mean do I want to be?
That's your call.
That's my call.
So nice.
So nice. Alright.
So unbelievably nice.
I'll save it then. So what I'm going to do is a thing. So he's got... Okay. Perfect. So he's standing, and he just kind of smiles, and Leah just kind of attacked him, hit him in the chin, did some damage, right? With the punch, and he just kind of is looking down on you right now as he brings his sword up, and in a split second, the storm stops falling as he cuts so fast that all 3 attacks against you break the rain for a quick second before this it begins to fall again to the ground normally, as he takes a 3-attack flurry against Leah specifically.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a 20, a 26, and a 24.
Miss, hit.
Okay. So thankfully... Alright, so where are all my d8s? How do I lose dice? Hold please, okay.
Oh,
So you
no.
said miss, hit.
Yep.
5, 10, 14, 18. So that's 18. Plus 9. Plus 14. 18. So you take 18 slashing damage.
Okay.
And as the wounds cut into your, like, armored skin, you feel a pulse of death flow through your body. As you take an additional... Can't math. 24 necrotic damage.
Okay.
As he kind of slowly moves back into a readied position, staring you down. And it's your turn.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Who goes first? Cedar goes first.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Losing my order.
No worries. So I think the dog goes first
Yes.
because the dog is at the beginning of my turns.
Mm-hmm.
I love my dog.
So do I.
He is a good boy, even though Cedar's the only one that can see him. Okay. I think I'm okay. Plus 23 to hit.
No, he'll take it.
Okay. Okay, good. Let me roll that damage. Why? Every time. Okay, so
That's a 6.
thank you. 17 of the damage from the bite. And then now I'm gonna start Cedar's turn.
Okay.
What do I want to do?
If I can advise, please don't move any further. Because I need to make sure that I'm in range within most of you guys what I've got planned.
Okay. I am going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip at 90 feet, so
You're in
Mike.
range.
Mike is gonna have to roll an intelligence of 17.
Oh,
Save.
you went for Mike? Okay.
Minor. Okay,
No, you're fine. No, you're fine.
I don't like
17?
when you say things like that. Yeah. I don't like it when you say things like that. Makes me scared.
He actually did not save.
Ooh.
Fun. I like that. Yeah, because I kind of know where the storm came from, obviously. So I'm just gonna give him a massive headache.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna take that. 3d6 damage. Okay, so 8 damage, psychic.
Okay.
And he's just gonna feel like a sharp pain just kind of like rip through both of his robotic temples, I guess. Through the, I don't know. The
Disrupt
circuit board.
the energy flow of his animated body.
Exactly. And then I'm going to, for my bonus action, I will throw a psychic dagger at the old guy.
How much was the damage?
From
8 psychic from Tasha's Mind Whip.
Okay, so I just need a 10 or higher then. Okay, I'm fine.
And then I'm going to throw a psychic dagger at the older guy. Let me just roll for that real quick. Ooh, okay. 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And you
Awesome.
do get sneak attack on that.
Oh, cool. What do I add for that again?
2d6.
2d6. Oh, I love that. Okay, so 18 piercing damage.
Nice. Okay.
I think that is record for damage that I've ever gotten in one turn. Woo! So I'm happy with myself.
So he drops out of a readied stance as he takes his sword and flings it behind him. And what's behind him is your goodest boy. As his sword pierces the veil. There's a reason behind it, don't worry. And you see the dog take a form. As it starts to be hit by the rain, you see an invisible outline of the dog as the magic is dispelled. So he actually has Dispel Magic, and that's what he just used to dispel your dog.
No! Oh, man!
You are literally the villain from John Wick.
So sorry. I mean, that does
No,
it
it's okay.
can't it won't stop you from recasting it realistically, but he
I only
did.
have 4th level spell slot.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
save that. Save that.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
she
no.
used it.
Only
one total.
Yeah,
Yeah, one total. That was the dog.
that was the dog.
Yeah. Save this. Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the dog for the day.
He
And the dog had it today, and that day was today.
And it was a crap day.
so he burned his reaction action for a Dispel Magic. So, but in hindsight, it's probably not the best thing for him to do because now he's about to take. He's not going to have the reaction action buff to his AC against Leah, and Leah's probably about to mess him up. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, either way, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're like, you can't attack the dog. I'm like, I didn't. It's technically Dispel Magic.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta hand it to you. Well played.
There you go. But alright. So, Cedar. Is that your turn? Because you actually did some good damage that time.
Yeah, running away any further would be a bad idea at this point.
Bonus action hide.
I already used my bonus action. I
Never mind.
threw a knife at his head.
That's
You
true.
have
I was
nothing.
shooting after
Yeah.
he killed my dog.
Just
I threw the mind knife.
I assume I threw it after he killed my dog.
Through the mind knife. Yeah.
And now
Right.
Caesar is deaf and mad.
Alright. Leah, you're up.
Definitely mad.
okay. So. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do the fun shit. Bonus action, hidden step. She's turning invisible.
Okay.
And then she's going in for just like a charged up power swing to the right rib cage.
Okay.
And fuck yeah, I needed that shit. All the bells and whistles and that fucking 20.
Yes. Let's go.
Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. And hold the fuck up, let me check something because I know what this motherfucker is. Haha.
Oh wow, this is gonna be insane.
Okay. So let's start with no. 8. Many. 2. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Tell us.
That's 108 damage.
What the? What?
Oh my gosh, Rain.
How?
That's pretty good.
Nat 20 on 68 plus 3d6 plus 14.
Oh, Moses.
And what were the types again?
We have, in no particular count, because I don't remember the count, we have bludgeoning, we have radiant, and we have necrotic.
Okay.
All of magical means.
Okay.
Wowzers.
My goodness.
I've never gotten to say a triple-digit number in one
Yeah.
blow.
That's pretty good.
It's honestly the best, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
So how did he look after that?
Better than you were expecting, but his armor, where you hit, has just completely broken away.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. The only number I do know for certain is the necrotic damage. 5.
Okay.
Literally just 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she's gonna go in now, not invisible. She goes in for a second swing to the left side of the head.
There's more?
There's more.
My
There's always
god.
more.
Okay. Genuine question: does a 24 hit?
24 will hit.
Okay.
Let's see here. But I'm gonna need you to re-roll that and take the lower number.
Okay. Yeah, 24.
Still 24? Okay.
I got an 18 on my second, which would have made it 31.
Gotcha. So what you actually see is you see Mike kind of stand up, and a small charge of electricity forms a barb that stabs into the bottom of your foot, distracting you for a moment.
You fucking cast over barbs on us.
It's
love
not.
this shit.
It's electrical barbs, but it's more or less the same thing, just for thematics.
Fucking love this. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That is 45 points of damage, 5 necrotic, 40 radiant, and bludgeoning.
Okay. How much bludgeoning?
I can figure it out. Let's see.
It's the preference. So I have to
Yeah.
calculate damages.
Yup.
If you want to just call it 40 total, I'll just loose calculate it if it's going to take too much time.
No. I've already got this. We are looking at 22. 22 bludgeoning, 18 radiant, and 5 necrotic.
Yeah. So more pieces of his armor have broken away, but he is still standing.
Okay.
He is looking pretty hurt, though. You can see that just this broken ribs kind of protruding out of his body where your first hammer hit and like tore away his armor. And he's just kind of bleeding a black ichor of blood that burns the floor as it hits it in the rain.
And just with the last moment of her turn, she says over the mind link, "Everyone go for Mike. Leave this fucker to me." And that's her turn.
All right, Gale, you're up.
Okay.
Rain.
I
Continue.
Okay. I reckon I'm gonna kick in the plan that Rain and I came up with.
Ooh.
Because both Leah and Seed have taken quite a bit of damage since the start of combat. So I am going to begin my turn by using my action. He's going to grab hold of his locket that he has around his neck, saying a small prayer, and then you can see blue light beginning to emanate and glow around Cedar and Leah as he's going to cast Aura of Vitality. Which, because they're both within a 30-foot radius, they're now going to receive 2d6 plus 5 healing.
Whoa.
Oh no, sorry, no, sorry, that's one per, isn't it? So I'm gonna start off with Cedar taking the healing. That's it, sorry, but it was one per.
And it's just 2d6, no plus 5.
No, I get plus 5.
Why?
I think. Oh no, sorry, I might just get that for me. Sorry, because I've got Disciple of Life. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled max. That's 12 hit points for Cedar.
Nice.
Yeah. And Ray, now that I've cast it, can I use it as a bonus action on the same turn?
No, because I think you just did. Well, no, because I mean, that's a very good question.
Let me see.
The way it's worded is casting it as an action.
Uh-huh.
I can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the area to regain 2d6 hit points.
Personally, I'd argue yes.
To eat the whole
That's
move,
what
yeah. So until the arm moves with you centered on you, you can use a bonus action. So
What does Daddy think?
So no, because
You think
the
no?
the reason why is the spell is a concentration, so the spell is your spell. The spell on initiation only makes the aura; it does not initiate healing. So technically, you could do a healing aura and then take a different bonus action.
Okay.
But yeah, the way it reads is healing radiant makes an aura of a 30-foot radius. Until spell ends, aura moves with you, center on you. You can use a bonus action to cause. So it doesn't go heal and then use bonus action.
That's fair.
Cause and effect. It's literally just you can create aura and then use your bonus actions from then on.
That was probably quite cheesy of me just because of how it's worded in the spell, but I'll clarify that. Which that's fine by me because I can use my bonus action to do a good old Gale favourite.
Well, no, you already used.
You
your
did
bonus
to
action.
heal.
That's the thing.
Yeah, so
that's
you've
your
used
thing.
action and bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay, never mind. That's his turn then. That's good to know for future.
Okay.
Like I say, first time using a spell, so
No worries.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
didn't know that either. So.
cool.
All right. So that'll be Gale. So then we're at Kittis.
Okay, but Brain, do you understand what I was asking about?
Yep, and it's fine. It works just the one I suggested.
It works the same way? Okay.
It should.
Okay. And would it work? Would it be my action or like?
It would
Would
be
that be-
your action because you're casting it through.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right, just want to make sure I had that all correct. I'm going to cast the spell haste through my servant onto Leah.
Oh.
Very clever.
And then then I'm going to move around to about here. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Can be used only to take the attack. So it's not a multi-attack action, it's just a single attack.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Move, take actions. Okay. Interesting. But you get the 2 AC as well. Fun. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's your turn?
That'll be my turn.
Sick. Alright. So, where's Vengeance? Where did I put you? My stuff is over here.
Fuck, did you just say?
What?
What?
Nothing.
Oh no.
I didn't say
Calm down,
anything.
Matt Reeves.
It's just the name of the spell.
Where's Vengeance?
Oh, that's not good. That doesn't sound good.
So if you're looking for vengeance, you might want to try and find a cave with bats in it, because
Mhm.
I hear you might find vengeance in the nights in the same cave.
So the air around you begins to burn your skin. As you guys sit in this storm, it just melts away. It just feels like who you are. And there is no save because you're all just in the storm. Not that much damage. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage for all of you.
8 damage.
That all of you that can actually take damage, yeah. But I think that's pretty much everybody, because... okay. Okay. He then is going to move, because he's tied into, what's that? No, he's tied into 20 feet, so it's there. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still puts him in movement of Leah, which is fine. So he actually moves. His cable's actually still tied to the ground where they were, as he will then do a thing. Okay. Is there a... Oh, there is a roll. Okay, there it is. Sorry. So he basically points 10 fingers towards Leah, and a small lightning bolt actually comes out and then hits the ground and then comes up from the ground into Leah's feet, completely shocking her, as her prismatic colors kind of splinter and like shine, but then dim, as she is now cursed.
Oh,
Crap.
that's not good.
Yeah, she made a new friend. Or, well, Mike made a new friend. Sorry. Because it is now his turn. And he's about to... Well, he's not about to die, but he's not looking healthy. Okay. So plus 5. Okay. So he does his 3 attack flurry against Leah again. But what he does this time is he takes one of his shining eyeballs out of his head, and he plucks it out like an orb, and attaches it to the hilt of his sword, where he then looks like he stabs his sword into the ground, but what he does in the blink of an eye takes 3 slashes towards Leah, and then stabs the sword into the ground. So you... We are here. I'm just going to roll. So that's... Oh, nat 20 plus 10 plus 5. 19 plus 10 plus 5. And what is that?
Someone want
Is
to
an
show
11?
that?
11?
Yeah. Still rebarbs. I still rebarbs that.
Which one, the nat
I
20?
don't know why I did that. Like, there's a buzzer.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's nat 20.
Okay. Still an 18, so that's 28 plus 5.
I'll take it.
That's an
Not
11.
20. It's
But
not
it's
an
not on
act.
that, yeah.
11 plus 10 plus 5, so 21, 26. Yeah, so the lowest roll was 26.
They all hit.
Okay.
Even with the haste.
Goodness gracious.
That's bad.
I'm so sorry.
This is how they were made.
Yeah,
So-
no, I know exactly what this is. There's no way I was gonna win in a solo fight.
So let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It just wouldn't have happened.
8. Plus, man, I cannot math. 14, 15,
That's for nerds.
24, 8, 31, 36, 40,
Keep counting.
40. Okay. So you take 46 damage. And because of the nature of the wound and the fact that there is an unnatural curse upon you, it is unhealable.
Okay.
So the curse basically is a permanent wound. Well, as far as the curse lasts. So you are cursed, and it is a permanent wound, and you take 46 slashing damage. Yep. And in the very same moment, the orb on the sword explodes,
You motherfucker.
encompassing
Shit.
Gale, Leah, and the knight. This is his legendary action. So it's a 20-foot explosion, and you all have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity save. I still have a +5 from Leah,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Next save.
That's
No, not you.
Oh, he said Gale and Leah, and he didn't say Cedar, right?
Yeah, no, not
Yeah,
Cedar.
no.
Just Gale and Leah.
I'm outside of the blast radius.
18.
Also 18.
So you guys met? Okay. So that's half as much. That's fine. Let me just go ahead and do that one there. So... 10, 16, 21, 24, 25, and 30. So that's 15 fire damage for each of you. Because that's already cut. That's already cut in half.
Right.
15. Okay.
26 necrotic damage to each of you.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh.
sorry. That cut it. I gotta cut that one in half though. There's 26
So
cut in
15
half.
and 13.
So 15. Yeah. So 15 and then 13 necrotic. And that's half. And he looks like he's on his final breath. You don't know how he's standing. He does not look good. But I lived by literally 1 HP.
Guess what,
'Cause-
bitch? Me too.
Oh, no shit.
I have plans. I can do this. All right.
But we can't heal for Leah can't heal for certain damage.
Well, 40. That's like half of it, though. So she can be healed, but
That's right.
46 of it cannot be healed.
You can get better than
Okay. That's, yeah.
So legendary action plus attack. I mean, he's got movement, but okay.
Fucking try me.
He goes into a ready stance, and that is his move.
Love it.
Nice.
Yeah. Bonus action hidden step.
It's Cedar's
Wait,
turn.
it's Cedar's turn.
Yeah, it's Cedar's turn.
Yeah.
Cedar.
So, yeah.
I think what I'm gonna do is magic missile at 3rd level. Towards Mike. So I'm gonna roll for that. Wait. Sorry, give me just a sec to remember how many darts.
3.
3 glowing darts. When I cast it using 2nd or higher, the spell creates 1 more dart for each slot level above first. Oh, so I got 5 darts right now, I think. That's awesome. If you can, yeah, because I'm doing it at 3rd level, so. So it starts out with 3, and then yeah, that makes sense. For every level above 2nd, or sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I don't mess this up.
Well,
2nd
level
level or higher.
Yeah,
I'll
okay.
have 5 darts. Okay.
If you guys want to move on Mike, I can finish off the knights and then we can get that sorted out.
I'm still
Yeah,
standing. I can let me finish the night.
17 damage from magic missile on Mike.
Okay.
I could just Mike's pretty far away from me for my bonus action, so I could just throw
You could move.
psychic dagger. I could move. Well, I can move either way.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying. You were saying.
Oh,
Like,
you're so right.
range.
You're
You could
so right.
Move.
We're gonna go right there because I don't like being in his vicinity. And then from there, I'm going to throw a psychic dagger.
At who?
What?
Who are you throwing it at?
Oh, at Mike.
Okay.
I'm guessing a 16 probably doesn't hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Nah, it's fine. I did damage to him anyway, so.
Yeah.
And that is my turn because I don't have a dog.
All right.
Dog.
He's my dog. Nah, I'm playing. But who's next? Because I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So how's the helmet looking specifically?
I mean, it seems to be attached. Most of the damage has been to the
Armor.
and things like that, but it's he's kind of missing an eye, but you can't really see into it. It's just black and then a glowing eye.
Well, I mean, like the helmet's intact, right?
The helmet is intact.
Okay. And can you how does the scar look on Leah's body? Like a slash like that, or what are we talking?
Well, all of your scars and things like that are going to be.
Big one from him.
Oh, did you get one from him?
Yeah.
Yes, it actually looks like a rounded triangle. So imagine a triangle with just and it's just all three cut directly into your chest.
Okay. That's a little different from what I was going for, but I like my idea, so I'm doing it anyways.
Okay.
Because with Hidden Step, that is a goddamn natural 20. So I flip around the Warhammer, and I drive the sharp end into this knight's chest, and I just rip to the side.
Okay.
And because I know he's on 1 health, I don't gotta roll shit.
Okay. So you just kind of put your hammer in and just kind of rip him off to the side there.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I just go ahead.
So he falls to his knees, and his helmet rolls off, and just a black cloud begins to disperse all over the ground. And what's left behind is a single eyeball that ignites and explodes.
Dickhead.
It's not as strong.
I have 1 health. Fuck you.
Oh, yeah, you're down then. Regardless, because it's half as much on a saving throw. But I need a dex save from Gale and
Leah.
Leah.
Okay.
Well, that's a 23 from me. And yes,
Okay.
you do get the buff. I'm still technically standing.
Yeah.
So then, okay, great. That's a 16.
Okay. So this is going to be interesting. So let's see how much life you guys have. Well, Leah, you're down.
Yeah.
I don't think I can double down you. Wait, can I do that? Because
You can if you go over my maximum, but good luck hitting 115. damage.
yeah, it's not your maximum right now.
No,
115
because
minus
you have to go.
Mine-
You
mine-
have to drop me to 0 and then drop me to 0 again.
Yeah. Well, your maximum is what?
114.
114 minus 46.
Okay.
68.
So
Yeah.
68. Yeah. Okay. So that's not
So, yeah.
happening. My max damage, I can't do it.
No.
My max damage is 70 with this. So.
Mm.
But since it's cut in half and cut in half again, so Leah, you're down.
Mhm.
We'll just call it there. So Gale. 10, 5. That's 5 fire damage for you, Gale.
5 fire damage. Okay. Yep.
Oh. And 12 necrotic.
That's 12 necrotic.
How are you looking, Gail?
Oh, okay. I'm still up. I'm below half, but I'm still okay.
Okay.
All right.
And just right as you, Gale, since you're probably the only person close enough for this, right as Leah just rips a chunk out of this guy's rib cage, you just watch her kind of sway back and forth for a second, and then hit her knees, and you just hear in like a hushed tone, "I fucking won."
Got it.
And she drops.
What you do is you actually fall into the dark miasma that is permeating the ground that should have blown away with the explosions or the storm. And you feel uncomfortable laying on the smooth, flat ground because a small bump in the ground that feels like a book seems to be holding up your chest, and it's just uncomfortable as you're unconscious.
Okay.
Now you know how I introduced the book. You're welcome. So let's see. That'll bring us to Gale.
Okay, first things first, Aura Vitality on Leah, so that's 2d6. Let's get you back up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's only 5.
I'll take it. It's something.
Which is great. And then I get 5 hitting as well because Disciple of Life. And I sort my action. I'm thinking Channel Divinity to get you back up even more.
Okay.
Because I've got Preserve Life, I'm going to use all of the charge and pop 50 straight into you.
Damn. Thank you.
Dang, alright.
No, we got to get our tank up.
Mm-hmm.
Refill the tank.
God damn it.
And
Oh, you were
Haste
cursed and
is drop.
technically went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Oh dear.
And do I want to move? No, I think I'm good where I am. Because the miasma's not going to move around too much. I might actually no, I'm going to move a little bit so that I can help cut the cedar just in case. I'm going to here, still keeping within 30 feet of Leah as well. And that's my turn.
Alright,
Okay.
Kiddos.
My turn. I am going to firebolt one of his line thingies, one of his cables, to undo it, to get it
Ooh.
untethered.
Clever.
Oh, nice one.
So let's see. I don't know what specifically his tethers would be, but for a hit, but that's a 21 to hit specifically the cable to snap it.
Okay, what are you hitting it with?
Firebolt.
Okay. Gun roll damage?
That is 12.
Okay. The cable does seem damaged. You focused on one of the cables, one of the 4, and it does seem like it was damaged, and it kind of like loosened a little bit, and you kind of hear that wire tensioning sound of just steel cable tightening, but it does seem to be intact.
Okay, and then I'm going to move this way. Over here. And that will be my turn.
Alright, let's see. So this is 6 bolts of lightning.
Very, very frightening.
So,
it's so tense, I need to cut through it.
alright. I need a dex save from all of you, but I need 3 from Leah.
Okay. So Gale, you get my buff, but that's it.
Dirty 20.
Dang it. 6.
13.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, 24, 24, nat 20.
Damn.
Okay. So 6 bolts of lightning hurled down from the storm, striking each of you. And they're so powerful that even if they miss, the ground next to you, it's just a non-direct shot as lightning comes up, 50,000 volts, pierce through your feet and just burn throughout your entire body as your eyes boil and lightning bolts in a flashing moment come out of your eyes and strike back and find ground again to ground itself. So that is 24 to Cedar, 20. That's a tooth. 21 to Kittis. Gale, what was your save again?
Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay, so you're half as much. That's a low damage roll. Oh my god, that's so low. Oh, there's a 6. But half as much, so you're going to take 12 lightning damage.
Okay.
I got a bunch of 1s. And how do I... you know what? I'm just going to switch to d20s because I just hit you 3 times. I'm like, I'll be rolling all day. Well, it's 6d10, so I'm like, I don't want to sit here rolling 30 dice.
That's fair, yeah, that's fair.
So... Okay. 29, 39, 29... So first bolt is 14 damage, cut in half already.
Okay.
Second bolt is 15 damage, cut in half already.
Okay.
Third bolt is 14 damage, cut in half already.
Okay.
So that is the storm. Do I want to bother with the Spectre? Probably not. Has he taken damage? Not much. What does he want to do? Not really close enough to attack. Just looking at one thing really quick. How close do you guys have to be? Oh, within 30 feet of the first target. Okay. So Leah, make a dex saving throw.
Okay. That is a 26.
Perfect. Um, 10, 14. Okay, that's 15 lightning damage to you.
Okay.
And then I need a dex saving throw from both Cedar and Gale.
Okay.
All right.
Get in. Not 20.
20. And then what was Cedar?
18.
18. Oh, wow, you guys are doing pretty well in your saves.
You say this now.
19. Ooh. 19, 24, 29, 31, 37, 44, cut in half. 22 damage to each of you.
22 to each.
Yeah.
Oh.
And because of that... Oh, that's a 2. So he casts Chain Lightning on you guys, and the cable that Kidus had damaged snaps and just goes loose, and is now just discharging electricity flailing around behind him.
Okay.
And I will say, we have 2 options. We can pause here till next session, or we can play one more round, because I think the Brit's got to go soon. How do you guys feel?
Yeah.
Up to you guys. Up to you guys. I don't want to just disrupt.
I think we can fit one more round of combat in.
I'd
Yeah.
rather wait though, because like it's 10 minutes.
Okay.
But it's up to, I say leave it up to the Brit.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Brit?
Well, I know what I'm gonna do for my action, so that's fine for me.
You prepared
I
then?
let you guys more than anything.
Okay. I'm chill with whatever, so if the Brit's good, I'll go run for the round.
Okay. So why don't you guys all 4 take your turns, and then I'll hold his action till next session.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Sound fair?
Mhm.
Oh wait, I'm first.
Yep. Everyone else takes their action first while you figure it out.
No, I know what I'm gonna do. I am going to cast Magic Missile again at 3rd level. Let me just roll that. $22 damage.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to cunning action hide as my bonus behind this tree. This tree looks nice. Wait, no, I'm not going to hide behind this tree because I need to be within range of the healer. So I'm just gonna.
You're in nature.
Oh right, I'm in nature. I'm in nature. Farm is nature, technically. So
Disappear.
I'm gonna use my new tattoo ability to just hide in plain sight.
So you gonna blend into the. You're just gonna like lay down on the ground and be like, osmosis. Okay.
Well, where'd Sophie go?
Right. Okay. And how much damage was it again?
22.
22. Okay. And yeah, he rolled 19 on his con, so he's fine then. So okay, cool. Thank you. That'll be Leah.
Okay. Leah will turn invisible with hidden step. And run straight up to Mike. Right before she turns invisible, Gale just sees her face like she's drooling blood. She has a fucked up eye. She is not looking good.
I got you, boo.
And so she turns invisible, runs straight up to Mike, and seeing what Kidus did earlier, goes in for just a downward hammer strike at one of the attached cables.
Can you go through all of them? They're that close to him.
At his
Can
back. His neck. Were they connected his back?
No. So
Okay.
they're a small target.
Okay. Well, that's a 30.
Okay. So yes, you can hit the cable.
Let's see. You won't use any of those. We'll use those. Okay. That's 28 damage.
Okay.
And does that sever a cable by chance?
28 damage. Yes.
Love it. And then she goes in for strike 2.
Against him or the cables?
The cables.
1 second.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright. So second strike against the cables, 27.
Okay, that'll hit.
For 32 damage.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Okay.
All right. So for healing wise, I'm thinking burn my last channel divinity, and do healing for Cedar and Leah. Cedar, what's your hit points looking at like at the moment?
I have 11.
You have 11. Okay. Rain, you said Leah was at 1 hit point.
That was before I went down. I'm now at 9.
You're now at 9. Okay.
And that was after you
that's-
healed me to 55.
Yep. So what I'm thinking is, I can divvy up 50 hit points. So I'm going to go 20 for Cedar, 30 for Leah, and then
Love
I'm
it.
thinking use the bonus action for Aura Vitality on Gale because he's currently at 1 hit point.
Love it.
That way,
Wow.
you guys get the lion's share, and Gale still gets a decent amount of healing for himself as well.
I'm down for that because you also get your own healer boons.
I do, yeah. So I get +5, and then the 2d6 is where you guys get a flat 20 and 30.
Uh-huh.
So
Works
you're-
out well for all of you guys.
so the channel divinity you're doing is preserve life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be able to reach Kittis.
Right,
No,
it's
you're-
going Cedar
That's
and
fine.
Leah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought when you said to each of you, I was like, Kittis is like out there. I was confused.
No.
Okay.
Because there's a range of 30 feet. No, I'm aware of that.
Gotcha. Okay. Sorry. Good.
Which actually I will move up for that as well because I am slightly behind here. I'll do a movement, then I'll do the healing. There we go, let's do that. And then I'm going to do my healing for Gale. 6 plus 5. Okay. Oh, that says 8 plus 5. That is 13 points of healing for Gale. Which isn't the worst. It's not bad at all. That's cool. I've used movement, used my action, used my bonus action. That's my turn.
Okay, first question. How many cables are left?
3 seem to be flopping around. 1 seems to be planted into the ground.
3 flopping around. Only one left in the ground.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
2, Leah, do you want me to firebolt the last cable or haste you?
Hate me.
All right, I haste Leah back again because I'm assuming when you went down,
Yup.
haste stopped.
Yup.
So I cast haste through the servant, teleport to here, and I'm going to. Can I see about if I can like open the door into the hut out of the storm?
So you teleported? I guess you could use, you could try to like push your shoulder in. Like I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess like you couldn't. I don't know. You know what? Roll a strength save for me. Let's see. Let's just see how strong. You're using your teleported. You're invulnerable, but you're just gonna use whatever momentum you have from the teleportation to just slam your tiny body, into this door.
How did Kittis go out? She ran into a wall.
12.
Okay, you hit the door with a boom, and it does not sway open, and you just kind of like, you know that like bruisey feeling when you bump into something with your nose and your eyes start to water?
Yep.
That's how you're feeling.
No. Never experienced that before.
No idea what they're talking about.
But there does seem to be a little inlet, like a little inlet thing over. So she's basically trying to make it so the lightning can't hit her.
Smart.
So she could go under, just like.
It's like a
stupid freaking storm.
partial coverage from the storm.
Yep. That's
Um,
the plan.
Love that.
I love it. All right, so is that your turn then?
That will be my turn.
Okay. So Mike kind of sees the cables flopping around behind him,
I
and
thought his
he.
turn was gonna be next.
Oh yeah. What's up?
I thought his turn was gonna be
It is. I'm not
next.
playing it out. We'll end session.
Okay.
I'm being dramatic. Trying to end session on a high
No,
note.
you're not allowed to be dramatic.
So he kind of spins his head around on his shoulder and then quickly does a complete 360 scan of his situation. His head just completely spins as it kind of locks back in, turning directly, looking at Leah. And he goes, "Even stronger. This is child's play. You should not have come back." And that is where we'll end the session.
Okay.
Ooh.
Love
Dick.
that. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for anyone who joined in.
Thank you.
Thank you.